out of gas. You're a pinball wizard. Wanna hit? I like playing with you. Let's see what you can do.
Now we start.
Great, it's your magic moment. Quick, get the special. Wanna hit? I like playing with you.
You are average.
Great, now ride the big wheel.
Welcome to the world of dark. Now we start.
Come on, boys, let's see some real football. Get ready for the ride. Go for the high-level board. Come on, boys, let's see some real football.
Welcome to the world of dark.
Go for the high-level board. Let's see what you can do. Play to the game time bonus.
Hello.
Now we start.
Happy Friday. Today we are playing Zaccaria Pinball. We have solid state, electromagnetic, remake, deluxe, and retro tables, all part of the platinum pack. I really want to play some of the older tables because there is a place in Los Angeles that I'm planning to go to, potentially tonight, we'll see, if not this weekend, but hopefully. And it has a lot of older tables, so I want to get familiarized a bit before I show up and it takes all my quarters. And it actually is like really, really cool that they have a lot of these solid, I think they have electromagnetic tables, so maybe we should start there. There's not too many here. There are quite a few solid state tables. It's okay, we're just gonna start and go through everything that we can.
Black belt.
The dragon shows his claws.
Interestingly, I gotta fix something really quick on my capture. Let's see if I can do this. Might have to back out of the game to do it.
You're a real
Black belt.
Nope. Do. There we go. I think that fixed it. Audio's good, Swirls? Thanks. Okay. I'm gonna start
The
fresh.
dragon shows his claws.
There is an interesting black bar across the top of this one. I wonder why. No! All these tables are a little more challenging. Much less forgiving, for sure. Very sarcastic. Game time bonus. Oh, kind of sounded like at the end of. What is that game?
Clown.
Wee, 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 wee. I already don't like this one. Pac-Man. Yeah, of course. No! That tricked me. Oop. I did it again. Oh, it locked my foot tires. Yeah, not my fave. OG Devil Riders. Solid state.
get ready for the ride.
I like this one a lot. with these tables, well, there's not a lot in terms of modes. Just lining up your shots is pretty good for the basics. I just struggle sticking with one table. I think if I had only one at home. Oh, that's that. I just could only play at one table all the time. I'd probably get really good at lining up the shots. Okay, Earth, Wind, Fire from 1981.
Earth, Wind, Fire.
This one looks like it has a lot more going on for it. At least there's like bonuses and multipliers. And the artwork on the backfield is, or the playfield and the back box is really, really cool. Back glass. Oof. See if I can get a good game going. Oh, it went out? Gotta turn my fan on. Affogato. Yeah, it got hot. Fan's on. Give it like 3 seconds. Thanks, Swirls. I appreciate you. Turn it back on, see if it comes back by itself or if I have to.
Said, spicy hot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let this ball drain and I'll fix it. Oh, nope, it came back. Thanks. No, it really is tough to play without having nudge. I should have set that up, but I thought I could just get away with it. I think we'll switch to FX3 eventually, and I will have it there. Oh, that was it.
Farfalla.
Let's see what you can do.
I think it'd be cool if I could play this in person. That's a table that I would like to find in the wild. Ah! That last butterfly. We got one more to go. There it is.
Joyful Avenger. Said is the pinball machine like a video game system so you can change the games?
Yes. It's connected to my PC with an HDMI and a USB for mapping the controls through Steam. And I'm running Zaccaria through Steam. So you could play these same tables on your PC. But it has the flipper buttons on the side and the plunger buttons, and then it's got a D-pad and a plunger. Sorry, I didn't mean plunger buttons earlier, I meant nudge. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It takes a little bit to set it up. I use something called Wagner's Tech Talk on YouTube. He walks through how to do it with the At Games Legends systems. And there's like a really easy guide that helps. But yeah, definitely if you like classic pinball tables, it's the closest thing to being able to have one without the noise. I'm sure my neighbors would hate if I had a really loud pinball machine here.
Said I didn't even know it existed.
I know it took, I actually just discovered that digital pinball existed a little bit over a year ago with the arcade 1-up Arcade 1-Up has a lot of different consoles. I mean, maybe you've seen them in stores, but they have everything. But they also have some pinball tables. But the reason that I opted for the At Games is the Arcade 1-Up systems, they're not as easy to mod. So if you buy Star Wars, it comes with it on board. There are some tables that did come with this machine, but it would be harder to stream those. You can, but it's not as, I guess, user-friendly. Also, how are you, Joyful? Yeah, I like this because there's a lot of tables that you can buy digitally and they're very
Said I miss
inexpensive.
the pinball machines.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of pinball available in Los Angeles. Surprisingly, a lot of tables like this, these classic tables, exist still around here and they're well maintained. And then there's also the barcades that have a lot of the newer tables too.
Locomotion.
But I wouldn't be able to deal personally, not at least at this point in my life, with the maintenance and upkeep of a physical tip
Said
pinball.
last time I saw one was in the 90s at a camping site.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago. They're everywhere here. There's probably thousands of machines in a 5-mile radius of where I live. That is the fortunate thing about Los Angeles. And I know that other cities are still very big into pinball as well. But there's a website, I believe. If you Google like pinball near me, I think there's a site that tells you if you're looking for a very specific machine that you want to play. You can see all the locations that exist. But yeah, the last big one that I went to, like that had a lot of options, was in Las Vegas at the Pinball Hall of Fame. And just because there was a lot of tables that I've never seen in the wild there. Like Pinbot, Bride of Pinbot, some very, very classic tables too. But I like the Williams machines, so that's why I play a lot of Pinball FX3 and FX. Because I think they do a pretty good job at emulating as best they can, of course. It's never quite the same, the physics. Although, now At Games has come out with a new digital cabinet that's 4K and has like a solenoid system in it, and it's like solenoid surround sound, whereas the ball rolls, you get the speaker and the vibrations throughout it. So imagine like surround sound in movies, but within the cabinet. So it's a lot more realistic for an all-in-one type unit.
Said solenoid.
Yeah.
Joyful Avenger. Said okay.
I guess the best way to describe it is it's kind of like haptic feedback. Like, do you ever have a controller and it has the vibration on? Think of that same feeling like when you hit a button, you get a knock. And a lot of people like that knock. It feels more realistic to the actual cabinets. But digital is much more affordable. And easier, I think, to get set up. But yeah, the real thing is always going to be, it's just a different experience. You kind of get a workout, actually. Also, I feel like I'm a lot more tense when I play physical because I'm like worried about my tokens. Like, I don't know, I get in my head more. So playing like this, I can at least learn kind of the tables and get a sense of what the goals are or what the angles are. It's not exactly the same, but it's really close. The biggest difference is the physics, though. And that's just like the speed and weight at which the ball rolls around. And then also depending on the engines used, sometimes, you know, it can feel more like a rubber ball bouncing than like something made of steel, which is not fun. But yeah, it's good entry level, good gateway.
Joyful Avenger said, yeah, it wasn't until I started watching YouTube that I realized that pinball machines had goals.
Had goals? Yeah. Yes, there's a lot. And it's definitely, there's been an evolution of what those goals were. You know, from the beginning of when it first came out and before flippers even existed, you know. But these tables that I'm playing right now, so these solid states, and a good way for you to be able to tell is if you look at that back glass art right above me, you'll see, actually, am I playing electromagnetics? I think I am. No, not yet. I'll play those next. But usually the number, it's more physical with the numbers flipping.
I was just trying to avoid having the ball fall in the gutter.
I mean, that's a good starting ground. But yes, there's lots of shots you want to line up. The newer machines have modes that you'll activate. So, you know, I think a lot of those machines, probably Stern is the most popular right now with like Foo Fighter and Venom, and if you go to an arcade, you'll find a lot of those. But my favorite tables, I think, are probably from the 90s and early 2000s. So like Godzilla or Medieval Madness. All right, but I'm not very good at these classic tables. They're also, I think, designed to be challenging and, in a sense, eat your quarters. You know, they don't, you gotta be pretty good at nudging to, I think, beat these tables. Also, it's interesting because the manufacturers, they also made, I think, a lot of like gambling machines, like I think like Las Vegas. So the sound effects and everything remind me of Vegas for some of these older tables, which is funny because I'm really not into gambling. I don't know. It doesn't, whatever it is in my brain, like I don't get excited from the idea of it. But this is really fun. I think it's just because it's a game. But yeah, back in the day, I think it was considered gambling because you could cash out your extra balls and I think get money from it. That's
Joyful Avenger said maybe that's why I don't see them around anymore. The government might be considered it gambling related.
Yeah, they were prohibited in Los Angeles for a good 20 years. But newer machines, like there's no gambling component to it. It is entertainment purposes only. And usually a lot of them are themed off of TV shows and movies and, you know. But we're just playing some of the classics today. At least at the top of this stream.
Hot Wheels.
Joyful, have you played Pal World? This one's got cool art. Whoa. Never seen that. Ah.
Joyful Avenger said, yeah, I started with a friend, then with one in the US.
Hang on one second. I started with a friend and with one in the US. Oh, Pal World? Or something else. Oops. My present. Hold this. Just trying to pull the chat up so I can see everything.
Joyful Avenger said one got sick, the other hasn't he played in a while, so I just put Pal World on ice.
Oh, gotcha. I really enjoy it. I've been enjoying the late game parts of it. Although I'm playing it very, very casually. I know some people like leave it on and let their mining camps go and whatnot.
Said it was a good game though.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it'll be fun when they start adding more elements to it, also like PvP. I'm sure it's going to evolve a lot from what it is right now. So I'm kind of glad just to have like level 50, and although it's not like it's hard to do that if you wanted to go in and do the world settings, aka cheats. Whoa. This one's fun. I feel like I would like having this table in person. The layout is very satisfying.
Joyful Avenger said, yeah, I just hope that it's not one of those devs just grabbing the cash they got and leaves it as is.
Oh, I don't think they will. I think there's way too much in it already. Because if they were going to do that, I mean, why not charge 60 then, you know? Like I think it was really nice that it was an early release and they charged $30, and we'll see.
Joyful Avenger said true.
I have seen on Steam though, unfortunately, there's been some people who change, like, I didn't even know this was possible on Steam.
Future.
But you have to be careful because sometimes they'll show it at like PAL World and it's a discount. It's like $2.99 and it's like actually a different game, and it's these like shady developers trying to get you to buy their crappy game, but they're just pretending it's whatever the most popular game is, like Helldivers or PAL World. So, yeah. Although I am sure Steam will issue refunds for those, because as soon as you start it, you're like, wait a second. Yeah, the other thing with these classic tables is, so the memory, they didn't have a, I don't think they had memory where they could add music or anything.
There's no limitations to the creativity of scammers.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's the worst. You just have to be really savvy buyers these days. It's like, I feel like, especially, I'll see posts of people who will buy things off, I don't know, like Temu or whatever those sites are where you get, you know, something shipped like 3 weeks later. And like, they'll buy like what looks like a full-size like cart for their, like a little shopping cart for their granddaughter, and it's like this big. Like, it's very, very deceiving. It's like, well, what do you think you were gonna get for like $1? Like $1 with shipping, come on. Yeah, these ones are very, very short games. All right, Fire Mountain.
Fire Mountain.
I like the remake of Fire Mountain.
Said, ha ha ha, I have a coworker who constantly buys stuff from Temu.
I never have. I just see posts about it. There's other sites too. I don't know. I'm very weary of...
Said he got a gold chain, we both doubt it as gold.
Oh, it's absolutely not. But, you know, as long as your neck doesn't like change color, as long as you don't turn green, and it's like maybe stainless steel. But even with jewelry, like, I don't know. I watched a really good documentary recently about it's about diamonds and the whole De Beers.
Joyful Avenger said, I was surprised it was actually a normal size necklace.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad it fit. I've had the problem with buying rings, and the rings don't fit, and they're like little, teeny, teeny, tiny rings. Even from like legit jewelry, you know, you buy it from like a store that you would walk into normally. So there are certain things I won't buy online. Yeah, this documentary was really good. I think it was on Showtime or Hulu. But it was called, I think, Nothing Lasts Forever. And part of it was about De Beers and their whole like legacy of, you know, controlling the diamond industry with like, I don't know, the false scarcity and just romanticizing, you know, diamonds. But the other part of it was about all the like fake diamonds. Not fake, but what's the word? Where they simulate them, they create them themselves and they like look like real diamonds. And how they get mixed in with the real thing. So people are buying what they think are real diamonds, but they could be not real. It was really, really good though. I don't know. If you like documentaries, that one was, I like the music in it, so it was fun. So like, is anything, like, I don't know. Is anything legit? It's just totally
Joyful
reset.
Avenger said I watched the documentary for the music.
I do. Sometimes it's like it hooks me. Like I came for the info and I stayed for the music. I think I even replayed it for the music. I should just listen to the soundtrack. I think soundtracks are what makes everything worth watching. It's the vibes. None of these pinball tables have soundtracks. That's where they lack. That's also where Pal World lacks in a little bit, I think. You have battle music,
Joyful
but I
Avenger
would like to have like
said
heroic
soundtracks are
hangout
important
music.
Can set a mood even when the visuals don't.
Yeah. Like the soundtrack for Super Mario RPG and the original for Legend of the Seven Stars. The fact that they kept the soundtrack but then updated it because the original was what, on like a 16-bit, very, very, very compressed. So you know how that sounds. I really like how in that game you can listen to the classic soundtrack. Once you beat it, of course. You can go into the options and switch it. But the new soundtrack is so good. But yeah, there are some games that I will go back to and play literally just because of the soundtrack. Or watch. Like Plants vs. Zombies. That's all, 100%. I love the soundtrack. Ah. And there's actually, the pianist or composer who wrote the music for that, has a Twitch channel. Her name is Super Shiggy. And she plays, she did a lot of soundtracks for different video games. She's got a YouTube also, I think. But hers are so fun and chill and just, I don't know, they put me in a very good mood. But I was very surprised to see that she had a Twitch channel.
Said, yeah, I can listen to Final Fantasy soundtracks for hours.
Swirls downloaded some Final Fantasy soundtrack music sheet music. We get the MIDI files and then link it to his piano. And then he plays them on the piano in Piano Vision. They're very, very pretty. They're Final Fantasy, right, Swirls? He's focused. I don't think I got his attention there. Magic Castle. Swirls. Is it Final Fantasy that you play on the piano? Yeah. Okay. He said,
Joyful Avenger said focused.
Yeah. Focused on streamers.
Welcome to Zaccaria.
Fortnite. The Fortnites are real. Maybe it's work. Danger.
Said, watching Shogun, sorry, lol.
Oh, okay. Ah! Yeah, what are some of your favorite soundtracks from video games? You said Final Fantasy.
Joyful Avenger
Any specific
said, how are
game?
the two of you doing, by the way?
We've been good. We went out earlier and got my dog some stuff.
The game time mode.
He's had a bit of stinky breath lately. Puppy breath, I will call it. And I've had greenies and dingoes and little things. So, but I got him a new toy, a duck. He loves his duck. He likes to kill it and like rip the squeaker out. But then a chew treat that I think is a little bit bigger and takes longer. So he was working at that for a little bit. So yeah, a fun little morning. Went out and had some Greek, like a wrap. That was good. But I think it's supposed to rain. I'm hoping it doesn't rain because I do want to go out and play in real life pinball tonight. We shall see. Otherwise, I've been going to the zoo a lot.
Mexico,
I like going there and getting my 5K walks in. I was going like a few times a week. Then it rained a lot and I've only been back like once.
Said, yeah, the dog I had also has some breath issues, but I got him a ball that helped a lot.
A ball, yeah, I think it's just they need to chew on stuff that helps with the like salivating and tartar. Because he's older, so he's too old really to get a dental. I don't want to give him like anesthesia. I don't like the idea of that. That's scary. I have fresh breath spray that sometimes I spray on his treats. And he doesn't seem to mind that too much. But I just feel like the greenies, as good as they work sometimes, they are so small and like bendy that he could just eat it in like 2 seconds and it's not really helping the situation. But yeah, so far, I've noticed an improvement. So chew toys for the win. Ah! That was not good. Mexico 86. We're gonna play the remake of this. Oop, there's another ball. It's not over yet. Yeah, otherwise I've just been making some family plans. So my brother's coming to visit, so planning out all the fun stuff to do. Oh, it ended.
Joyful Avenger. Said ILLBRB just got to have a late night snack.
Ooh, snackies. Let me know what you get.
Mystic Star.
We're going through all the tables. This one is very, very cool. There is a mode on this that I like. I think they might call it campaign. It's not necessarily like a real campaign mode, but what it is it goes through every table in order, and then it gives you one shot that you have to pull off. So you have to like light all the ABC targets or hit, you know, hit certain areas. And then once you get the shot, you move on, and there's a countdown timer. And it's a pretty fun way to keep it fresh. With some of the older tables that feel like the whole point is just high scores. Puts the pressure on. Every now and then, I just like the simplicity of playing some of these tables. There we go. I feel like there's a star shot here that I gotta try to do. No! Nudge will be the end of me. Oh, I keep hitting it up this way. Let's see if we can light all the stars targets. What? Come on. I mean, I guess it's better than it getting stuck. What? I did it. Yes. Okay. I didn't think I'd be able to. But no way. No way can I light the stars targets. That was a fun little melody. Wow. If there was a jackpot hitting through that little tunnel right there, we would have the high score. Now I wonder if, I think Mystic Star might also have a remake. We'll have to check. Also, love how you get the bonus for draining down a ramp.
Said back, I think it might count more as food than snack. We call it polar bread, and I have smoked salmon on one and a ton of Jarlsberg Swiss cheese and truffle salami on the other.
What? That sounds absolutely delicious. I just went to a store called World Market and I did not buy a single snack from there, although I feel like all of the things you just listed I would be able to get there. But I got a little over, I'm like, there's so many options, but it's very much a place that has a lot of like little charcuterie, wine and cheese style snacks. Polar bread, I love that. Smoked salmon, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Oh wait, we went the wrong way.
86.
we just did this one. We are not doing that again. We are going to Pinball Champ 83. So my favorite tables on the remake. It's 2018. The playfield is very, very cool on this. I'll say the plunger on the At Games Legends and Zaccaria is hit or miss.
Said, yeah, I kinda wanted potato chips, but I felt this might be healthier.
That, yeah, it sounds delish. Ah. Now wait, are chips the same there as they are here? Because I know in some countries chips are like steak fries, and in other countries chips are chips. What I would call chips. Like very thin crisps.
Joyful Avenger. Said chips is in Pringles.
Okay, cool, yeah. Chips are chips for you then. Got it. We are the same. When I've been to London and Canada, I know chips are reversed. And I imagine probably
Joyful
Australia?
Avenger. Said ID say fries for the McDonald's ones.
Okay, awesome. Yep. We are, it is the same, which makes it easier. So it's interesting, instead of the 2018 version where you have the trophy at the top and the twirly ramp.
Said aligned.
Aligned! I know a lot of folks make their own homemade chips. I know that's effortful. But if you are worried about being healthy, air fryer. Air fryer chips are pretty dang good. I do my own tortilla chips in the air fryer with the tortilla shells. I just quarter them or eighth them, and I put a little olive oil and some seasoning, usually Sazon. Sazon, I've always pronounced that a little weird. Swirls has to correct me. I think I inflected it on the wrong syllable. Sazon. But yeah, it's delish. And then they're like kind of warm. So we'll make homemade nachos that way. But I haven't done it yet with like thin sliced potatoes. But I also imagine they would be very, very good.
Joyful Avenger said I actually started doing it. The stuff going on here in Europe has for some reason increased prices on stuff like fries.
Yeah. Lots of foods here have gone up where whole ingredients depends, but like a whole bag, like 5 pounds potatoes I could get for $3.99. And I could get like a medium fry for that. So I might as well just get the whole bag of potatoes. Or even like these. Depending on where you shop, I think I paid $2.99 and this was twice as big. And like this is,
Joyful
it's
Avenger
Guerrero
said potatoes
80
is
corn
labeled,
tortillas.
but I think that S because it S made here while the pre-made fries are probably from foreign potatoes.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it takes it's under 10 minutes to make them in the air fryer, and then they're warm. Oh my God, they're so good. I put them on my tortilla soup, and then I do nachos. And sometimes I'll just use those to make the quesadillas. Like last week we were making some like burrilla quesadillas with them. Or chicken quesadillas. It's all like very, very easy. For snack foods. But I like to make things. I like to cook. So I think that also is part of it.
Joyful Avenger said I don't think I've had tacos and Tex-Mex in months.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the thing is like, I live in LA and then my brother will tell me, oh, you've got to get these Dorito taco shells. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not buying Doritos taco shells. Like, that sounds so bad. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're awesome and I'm missing out on something. I could try it once, but I'd rather just have like an 80 pack of tortillas for probably less than a 6 pack of Dorito taco shells. And they are so good. I love Pinball Champ. We're doing this a couple times. But even so, it's literally just the corn tortilla and cheese. And then if you want to add a topping, and then salsa and sour cream. We also have like fresh avocados and tomatoes, so if we want to make like a little guac or something, we could. Those are my like snacky staples. That's what I like to have. Yeah, every now and then we will do some kind of like meats and cheeses, get like all the charcuterie stuff. I feel like we never finish it though.
Said I loaded up on food from the restaurant last month, so lately it has been mostly Korean food here.
Oh, nice. That sounds yummy. Any specific like dish or plate that you like?
Joyful Avenger said, and yes, I did report it to pay my taxes. It was still cheaper.
That's cool. I didn't even think about that. I didn't realize. Do you work at a restaurant? Is that what you were referring to? I love when I was in college and I worked at a restaurant and got food to eat.
Joyful Avenger
Fresh salads.
said, oh, I make most of them, but bulgogi and dumplings are my favorites. My brother and I own one, but I don't work there.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Bulgogi. There's a lot of very popular K-barbecue spots. I'm a big fan. I love that flavor of like the marinade. Fire meat. We just had Lunar New Year here.
Said SW1RLATAR. Played Crazy Hat for 1,000 channel points and scared the ghost away.
Thanks, Swirls. I'll do that as soon as this ball ends. Oh boy. Yeah, we went to Lunar New Year at Disney California Adventure.
Said I love those hats.
Those ones that you pull on, that would be cool. I'd like to have one of those. I don't know how this, let me see. Well, first off, there was tape I had on it, whoops. I can't tell the front from the back. That's okay, it's a crazy hat.
Joyful Avenger. Said I like that one too.
Thanks, this one's fun. I don't know any situation where it would be practical in real life, but for streaming, it's kind of like, sure, why not? It's fun. I feel like it's good, like it feels fuzzy and warm. Yeah, I like silly hats. We have a lot of hats. I usually wear like hat hats, like my Route 66 hat. I love that one. But yeah, for Lunar New Year, we tried a lot of very yummy stuff. They actually had bulgogi pizza.
Said it would work if you have a bad hair day.
Could you imagine? I mean, I have a bad hair day every day, but yeah, sure. I think that this probably looks like I'm having a bad hair day. I think it draws more attention to the problem than distracts from it.
Said, I need that hat today day.
You needed this hat today?
Said, then.
Yeah, if I could ever find the courage to wear a hat like this in public. Oh, did it end? Okay, just the upper playfield. But yeah, bulgogi is yummy. That's the thing with the K-barbecue places here. It's really good at, you have to go with a group of friends because usually it's a flat rate and then all you can eat. And then you order the meats and cook them at your own table. And I like that experience. Dumplings also very yum. There's a place near us called Din Tai Fung that is very, very popular. And they opened up a new location. They've opened up quite a few new locations, actually. There's one that they are in the process of opening in Disney, like the main Disneyland. It's not called City Walk, whatever that version of Disney is. Downtown Disney? It's very Pac-Man. All right, we're gonna move to a new table. And I will wear this hat for the duration of the new table. Wait, there's two pinball champs on retro? There's an 83 and an 82?
Pinball.
How did I not realize
82.
this? What's the difference? It looks the same. I guess it's the art design's a little different.
Said my brother and mother started together, but they didn't know the financial stuff, so I bought my mother's shares and worked my magic so they actually made profit.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. So you're more on the business side than the food side. But then you get to eat the food, which that's always a plus. That sounds nice, a family restaurant. There's some delicious greasy spoon style diner restaurants out here. They're kind of pricey though.
Said, is TTS echo intentional or is it just me hearing it?
Oh, it's definitely not intentional. I can turn down the volume a little.
Joyful Avenger. Said, but I have a different daytime work.
Thanks, Spooky, for letting me know. We'll put this output down to here, and then I'll raise desktop. Swirls, you're gonna have to let me know on the mix. Because I do have, it's coming out of my speakers on the pinball machine, and it's probably coming back into the mic. But that might have...
Said I thought it was intentional.
Oh no, I never want it to be intentional. Usually I have headphones on when I do TTS. I can also just turn off the TTS, but it helps me hear you so I can chit chat. Because while I'm playing, I'm usually focused on the ball on the playfield and not reading chat. Sometimes I look at chat just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah.
Said yay, I thought maybe some audio effect for sake of like a stadium feel.
That's cool. Oh, I hate that. Wait, there has to be more than this. Swirls, let me know if I lowered it too much. Where you can't hear game audio now. Hopefully you can.
Squirrel. Said, we hear game good.
Okay, awesome.
Joyful Avenger. Said sounds okay here. SP Kai Cedar. Said I hear game clattering, yes.
Clattering, that's a good word. It's a very like onomatopoeia kind of word, clattering. Clattering. It's fun. Like it sounds like what you're hearing, clatter. Sorry, I don't know. That's where my brain goes sometimes. If I wasn't streaming, I don't know if I would be saying that stuff out loud, but I definitely would be thinking it.
Squirrels. Said, Twisted is playing from the midst of the Grand Canyon, that's why it's a bit echoey.
Yes, it's true, actually. Everything you see behind me, this kitchen, it's actually all a green screen, and I'm actually outdoors right now. And I'm wearing a VR headset, pretending to play pinball. But you can't see it because it's called Google Contacts. Wouldn't that be a dream?
Joyful Avenger. Said which explains the hat. SP Kai Cedar. Nice
Yes, to keep my ears warm. It's been cold lately. This feels exactly like the other table. I really can't tell the differences. What did they change? I feel like the art... Technically, this is the older table. Yeah, if anybody can tell me the difference between Pinball Champ 1982 and Pinball Champ 1983, I haven't a clue. Although I'm sure if I compared them side by side, the year, ding, ding, ding. The distance between the flippers. It's gonna be something really subtle, I bet. The upper playfield looks identical.
SP Kai Cedar. Said well that year they put a 3 on the box.
Oh, okay. I'm getting schooled. See how much we learned together. Spot number.
Joyful Avenger. Said I wonder if there is still pinball installed in Windows.
I mean, just get it on Steam. Go to Steam and download, it's free. Zaccaria, Pinball FX, Pinball FX3, Pinball Arcade.
Joyful Avenger. Said I don't remember what it was called though.
Oh.
SP Kai Cedar. Said I don't see it on my Win 10.
Yeah. Oh, what was that called? It was like Galaxy Pinball or something. It had a very specific name. I know what you're talking about.
Avenger. Said aha, so Steam it is then.
I mean, this is going to be the more realistic pinball. It's based on actual tables in the wild. All right, we're moving on. So we played everything on the top half. Now we're going down to Space Shuttle 1980.
Space Shuttle.
ST Kai Cedar. Said was the hardware table pricey.
No, it really wasn't. This is At Games Legends HD.
Joyful Avenger.
I think they're selling
Said
now
that
for a
all
lot
I had to
pricier
do
than
was
what
buy that
they
table
used
and
to.
get it imported then.
You don't need this physical
ST Kai
cabinet
Cedar.
to start
Said
out.
IPE wanted a Tron Pinball alt, but no Tron Pinball emus, I think.
I think internationally, yes, it's going to cost a lot.
Said tax office is gonna love me.
I know that even in Canada, it costs a lot more than US. I think these go for like $7.99 or $6.99. Sometimes they do sales and like $5.99. I got it on a sale from Sam's Club. I think it was like $2.99 or $3.99. And then I spent like $100 on all the FX3 tables and like 60 on the Zaccaria Platinum Pack. But I was very careful. I waited for them to do like the Steam sales, and they'll do sales where they do like 66% off. So you have to be very patient. So yeah, it took me a while to invest in getting all the Zaccaria tables. I just did that this past Christmas. But they have a new version. It's 4K, and those are definitely over $1,000. But they come with a better back box. And DMD, like a lot more, I don't know, they feel a little bit more like closer to real pinball.
Said this game looks fun.
Yeah, this one's cool. Any of them that are space themed win my heart over.
Joyful Avenger. Said flashy lights and sound.
Something about that is what attracts me to pinball. It keeps my attention where some other games don't. Probably the same reason that I like Beat Saber. Yeah, if you look up At Games Legends 4K, that's the newest one. They look very nice, although I'm gonna hold out a little longer. I'm gonna wait probably till this next Christmas to see if they do any sales on that unit. And then also see if I can get it from a big box store rather than At Games directly. Because I've seen a lot of shipping issues where units are coming with damage. And we don't really know if that is something that's happening at the factory or during shipping. But I have a feeling that if you bought it from a big box store, it'd be a lot easier if you had an issue to get it swapped out. Like Sam's Club. But yeah, I don't even know if Sam's are carrying these anymore. Probably not. That said, you don't need this yet. If you want to just like get your feet wet, like dip your toe into pinball, just check it out on Steam. There's a lot of demos that you can play for free. I recommend Pinball FX because that is the newest. So if you want to see, I don't know, there's a lot of tables that they're releasing and updating.
If something is destroyed, it usually is shipping based on my experience.
Yeah, but there's a lot of consistency where I'm seeing posts about it, but the box on the outside is sometimes intact.
Joyful Avenger.
So that's weird.
Said and ILL think I would really save time by getting it myself.
That's just my mindset too. I can't order something and wait like 2 months for it to be shipped. I want it tomorrow. I want it yesterday. Otherwise the anticipation, kills me. I remember when I was a teenager and I bought my first computer and I ordered it from Gateway and I was on like a payment plan where I was paying like $100 a month or something. It was like a $1,300 computer. I was like 14. My brother helped me order it over the phone. The anticipation, I would call every single day to get the shipping status. It was some insane anticipation.
Said yeah, and then you get the sorry shipment delayed message.
Yeah, I can't handle those. I'd rather cancel it and not be like in my head wondering why it's going across the country. It's a funny thing though when you watch tracking, like now that we have a little bit more awareness into it, there will be things that come to LA. Like I had something shipped to me internationally and I was following the tracking, it came to LA. It was very close to, like it could have just been delivered to me the next day by a local distribution. But no, instead it like went up the coast to Sacramento. Like why would it go all the way across California? Went to San Francisco, Sacramento, like it was just on a little joyride. No clue why that happened. My guess it was part of a larger shipment and my item didn't matter. They're like, you'll get it when you get it. But that wasn't something that I was too worried about timing-wise.
Joyful Avenger. Said math people probably thought it was cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. Logistics. Logistically, they're like, it's gonna be cheaper for it to go 600 miles this way. Ooh, I like the sound design on this one. Straight up the middle, that was cool. That's a nice shot. There's a shot like that on one of the FX3 Zen gaming tables. It's called Black Rose. It's pirate themed. And you have a shot where you have to shoot it up the middle like that to hit a cannon. Kind of like pirate ship cannon. It's a hard shot, I think. Very difficult. No! Yeah, now that I have this table, like, it definitely is a superior way to play. You could also do cabinet mode vertically on a monitor. So that's another alternative. If you have a monitor that's vertical, you can reach out to, I think in Zaccaria, it's automatic. It's just one of the options. You can turn on cabinet mode and then you can change the rotation, like the orientation to like 270. From being like a 90 degree, you know, like 0, 90, 180, 270. Yeah, so try it that way to start. Set it up, put it, you know, you can do it windowed or borderless window on that monitor. I mean, hell, you can do a full screen on that monitor if you want, but I always like the option of being able to have my taskbar. And then that's how a lot of people play, because the reason for that is, I mean, it was designed this way, so you get more of the actual experience. But it works just as nicely. I have a ultra wide screen, and it's just the shots and the angles are a little bit different. So whatever you pick, just stick with that. And you can play it on keyboard, or you can play it on controller. And I will tell you, if you have a controller, I've noticed my scores are usually better. And the controller, it's not as loud. I'm like tapping my shift keys on my keyboard. Don't forget about nudge.
Joyful Avenger. Said now I am starting to think if I can make it from plywood monitor and with some buttons and speakers.
Oh yes, you can. There are Facebook groups. For whatever reason, Reddit is not, like, the community doesn't live there. And even Discord, the community is like not very active. But the Facebook groups for digital pinball, virtual pinball, and there's something called VPX, Visual Pinball 10, I guess. And it's got like pinup popper or baller installer. If you look up the Wagner guide for that, there's a whole install and you can download any table you want. I think they're free. With the risk of, you know, viruses, I'm sure you have to be smart about how you do that. But there are guides in there of people who build their own cabinets
Said Twisted has the fancy table and I'll be there with my held together by duct tape table.
It's okay. I honestly, part of the fun is the project of, you know, people will put in their own 4K monitors. And it's like little by little, your playfield, your back box. But I've seen some quote unquote janky pinball tables, like stuff that people have built with exactly what you're saying, duct tape and plywood. I don't know. I mean, usually probably like a drill and some screws, but they always end up turning out looking kind of cool. And you can make them smaller too. That's the other thing. So the At Games sells a miniature version of this. It doesn't have legs. You can add legs on yourself later if you decide you want legs. And I don't think it has a plunger, but people have modded it and used a circle saw and added a plunger. But it's called the Micro. And I think it fits on your desk. So if you don't have space, I don't know, they seem pretty cool. Had this one not been on such a good sale, I probably would have gotten the Micro. But yeah, it's a fun hobby. There's a rabbit hole of, like, if you like to, you know, get focused on one thing, you can definitely go down the rabbit hole with digital pinball. And that's why I'm like, I took my time with it. I started with my Legends and I was playing the tables that came with it without even doing OTG with my computer. It came with a lot of Gottlieb tables. And there's also tables you can download, Zaccaria tables specifically, and you don't even need a computer.
How I feel that if I start this project, it either goes okay or my visitors are gonna realize they cannot ask me for handyman stuff.
Don't worry about the visitors. That's why it's your project.
Soccer Kings.
Come on, boys, let's see some real football.
Yeah, don't worry. I've got limited expertise on handyman projects. But there are some things that I will do myself. Don't underestimate the power of duct tape. What would your pinball initials be, Joyful? Also, you don't have to use your real name or your real initials. You can literally have any 3-letter combination that you decide. Or it could be based on your first name, or it could just be J-O-Y, Joy. That'd be good. But you have to have 3 initials for when you make the leaderboards. And then you gotta stick with it. You gotta be consistent.
Said I use my real name because that.
Oh wow, that's good. You lucked out. That's something, yeah, I think parents should take more consideration when naming their child. Is what will their pinball initials be?
Great, you're in the attack zone.
I don't use my actual initials. I just use the first 3 letters of my first name.
Pass to the goal now. Watch out for the referee.
I just think that's cool.
Oh, a mid pass to the center. Pass to the wing. Watch the attack.
This attack zone is very interesting.
Watch the attack.
There's no goalie in sight. This makes me want to just go straight to World Cup soccer. That's probably one of my favorite Williams tables to play in. Oh, that just magically morphed through the table. That's so realistic. How did that happen? Oh, maybe there was like a place where it normally comes out of in the middle of the playfield. I just can't really see it with the art. Yeah, there's some good tables that I wish I could play for you guys that are on Pinball Arcade, but that's just unfortunately it's so outdated. It doesn't really play well with the cabinet.
Last name to the old family ones because my grandfather ditched them when the government paid for people to make more original names.
I didn't even know that was a thing, really. You change your middle and last name to the old family. Wow. I like that.
Pass to the center. Pass the ball.
Ah.
Pass the ball.
I always wanted to change my name growing up. I always wanted to have like a variation of my name.
Said there was too many people with first name Sen.
Mm-hmm. That was what it was for me too. I didn't like how other people had the same name as me. It was a very popular name. But I had a lot of nicknames, so that was good enough for me.
Joyful Avenger. Said so he just took his first name and flipped it to make an original last name.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool.
Shoot to the center. Great, you're in the attack.
Oh, look at that. It's right in the middle of that attack zone.
Miss over the top. Pass to the goal mouth. Watch out. Oh. Pass to the center. Pass to the wing. Oh. Miss over the top. Pass to the goal mouth. Watch out for the referee. Oh. Miss center forward.
This announcer is killing me.
Miss.
Oh, so our game room opened up. Finally, after them doing, like, I swear, 3 months of repairs. So we went last night and played pool and foosball, or table hockey, if you will. And it said billiards, but it's like shuffleboard, but it's like the hand shuffleboard where you like throw it or slide it, and there's sand and little lines, and you try to knock each other's, I don't even know what they're called. Puck? I guess, probably puck. I will say, for me not playing pool in 3 months, I had some very lucky shots. I was thinking about doing another pool stream.
Said yeah, those are fun.
Not swimming pool. Billiards pool. I'm either really good or just absolutely terrible. Like, I can miss a really, really easy shot. I wonder if I've gotten better at pool because of playing pinball, because of angles. I don't know. They probably go hand in hand. Because I definitely pay more attention to angles now. But I was able to do some very cool, like line it up, hit it off the corner of the pocket, hit it into another ball, and then go in. Like, crazy lucky shots.
Been told that competitive joyful combined with too much alcohol makes shuffleboard less enjoyable.
I totally missed that. Really? Don't be too competitive. Shuffleboard's just like for fun. I don't take that too seriously. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like when I get too competitive. The more competitive that I feel at something, I think the less well I do at it. Because I overthink it, and then I try hard. When I don't try, I actually am pretty good. Or at least my personal best shines through. That's why sometimes I like streaming while I play pinball. So I'm not really thinking about it too much, it's just, I don't know, muscle memory. Genuine reaction time. I feel like we played one like this already. Did we not? Oh man, I really could use nudge.
Joyful Avenger. Said first time I see it, I think.
Okay. Well, I know of Shooting the Rapids on the remake on the remakes. Because I actually have this one on my local table too. But there was another one that was very similar in the layout and theme that I might have played at the very, very, very top of the stream. Let me see. We'll see what it is. I actually don't know.
You're a real devil rider.
Oh, robot. Okay, I love all the robot tables. These ones are my favorite across the board, from remake and retro to the OG SS. I don't know if they have an EM of this table. We'll see. But just thematically, and I don't know, I just love it. This and Time Machine. Pinball Champ, I just like the remake version, but the OG versions are kind of less exciting. Ooh, look at that robot bridge. That's why. There's just like so many cool targets. Dang. Ah! Pretty bad. It's okay. I feel a little bit better about my shoddy pinball skills on some of these classic tables after watching the, what is it? IFPA, right? International Flipper Pinball Association sanctioned tournaments. Especially, I think it was the one that took place in Riverside. It might have been like the championships. And these guys are really, I mean, really the best players in the world. And some of those tables just kick your ass. And it makes anybody look like they're bad at pinball. And they would have games that lasted 30, 60 seconds. I mean, we're not talking like 15, 20-minute games. And I mean, there'd always be like one guy who was like really, really good. Or girl. But that particular night, it was guys. It was men's that I was watching. Oh, it's so late. Yeah, I know. He just watched the first episode last night. I think he was starting the second one. Sir Philip, hello, welcome in. But yeah, Joyful, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out and chatting with me. It was really fun to hear from you. I look forward to seeing you stream as well soon. Everyone, Joyful also streams. He's very talented. And he's across the pond, so his time zone, he's probably going to be playing a little earlier in the day. How are you, Sir? Is it Philip? Phil P. Sir Phil. Or whatever you like to go by, let me know. I'm playing Zaccaria. So far I've gone through and played all of these solid state tables. And I'm just making my way through. Oh, and these as well. And now we're on Pool Champion. So we're gonna do all the solid states, and I think I'm gonna skip to the remakes. Maybe come back to the electromagnetics, we'll see.
Sir Phil said I am well living vicariously through people with pinballs.
Well, this is as close as I can get until I go out into the world and play the real thing. I'm trying to brush up a little bit on familiarity. Look, that has like a little gulch. Is that what they call it? A gulch. That little slot where the ball fell through. There's lots of cool pinball bars, arcades near where I live, and so we're looking to go out and play some of these classic machines. Usually the places that I frequent have a lot of the newer pinball machines. Anything from like the 90s, well, even 80s, like Black Knight, like 90s machines to 2000s to like the new Stern stuff, like Foo Fighters, and I've yet to find a Willy Wonka in person. I don't think. Ooh, wow. Wait, I gotta fix this really quick because this is blocking. Yeah, up there is probably fine. We moved it. Our little DMD is on the top now. But yeah, so digital does the trick for me in the meantime. Just because there's a lot more variety and I have very limited space in my apartment. Ah! So, do you play digital as well, or do you just mostly like to play in person? I know it's not quite the same, but I'll take what I can get on a Friday afternoon. I think definitely the biggest weakness is nudge. There are buttons you can assign for nudging. I did not assign them. Actually, the At Games Legends and I think both the HD and the 4K, it comes with an accelerometer, but I don't know. It's very sensitive. And really, I only like to forward nudge mostly. Maybe I should just turn that on. Why am I doing well at this? I'm just good at billiards. Pool champ, who knew? I might do a pool stream though, in the very near future. It would just be Swirls and I hanging out and playing a little bit. I don't know if I could get a good camera set up on it. It'd have to be kind of like a side angle. I'm just so happy that pool is available again. Like, we only played 3 games last night, but having access to a pool table is very joyful for me. Boop. Oh, that's that. And once I get through this set of tables, I will make a quick iced coffee. We only have 7 left. Spooky. Spooky's great. It's one of my all-time faves.
Welcome to the world of dark.
It's just such a cool playfield. And honestly, Spooky is, I think, possibly the only deluxe table that I actually like. I think the deluxe tables are just a bit too busy for my taste, especially after playing these style. I don't know. I want it to feel and look as close to the real thing as possible. There's something about the deluxe, it's just too much going on. Although, I will say, in person, the closest experience of that, I think, is Ghostbusters, which is also on Pinball Arcade. That playfield is pretty crazy. Oh, then there's one more. It's a Gottlieb table. Haunted, is it the haunted house? No. Anyway, not a huge fan of all the busy tables. Oh, I'm being too patient. What? This one went way too fast for my liking. Oh man, no nudge kills me, and it's very unforgiving. That's, do a ball save? No way. I don't think so. I think that was ball 3. Oh, there's game time. Ball 4. So there's game time. Why is that? That's so weird. Oh, because that was my extra, probably. My bonus.
Star God.
Star God's pretty. The serpent and the sword. It's very iconic. No! Oh, God. Let's go again. Yeah, this feels like gambling when I lose this quick. Bow. No. Oh, that was close. No! No, come on. I totally got ripped off there. I swear it's not just me trying to get to the coffee faster. Stars Phoenix. Oh, there's a bowling alley. Actually, there's 2 bowling alleys that I discovered. Wow, look at that. Okay, I kind of like this. This is cool. Have I played this? This might be a first for me. Oh my God, I love the layout of this one. It's really good. The flaps on the... What are those called in real life? I'd want to call it like drop targets, but I know that's not. There might be a different term. Because they're floating. This one's neat. Oh. Very Las Vegas. Yeah, there's 2 bowling alleys. One of which, the bowling alley is reservation only, but for groups, which is awful because it's preserved in like the 1950s. It's in a place called Montrose Village. Hello, that's a bowl. Welcome in. This bowling alley, it literally looks like something out of like Happy Days. It's pink and blue. Piece of cake. Hey, how are you? How you been? What have you been up to? Hopefully playing some fun games. But we walked past this. We were just like checking out different parts of LA. And Montrose is a pretty cool little neighborhood. They happened to film a scene from this movie called Beethoven about the big dog. The opening scene took place there. And so, of course, I wanted to check it out. So we just grabbed a coffee and walked around. This bowling alley looks so cool. Just frozen in time. Pink and teal, like very, very, very classic. All the lanes look like they were well preserved. And for as busy as it gets in LA, this place just, I mean, I was like, why is it so empty in there? So we called trying to get a reservation, but it's only for like, I don't know, events or probably filming. A lot of places like that are for filming. Swirls. Yeah, there's another bowling alley a little bit closer. So I'm gonna check it out. It's been a while since I've been bowling. The last time I went bowling was at, oh my God, I'll just see this, at Lucky Strike in downtown Disney. And that was for a corporate event. So it was like 4 hours of just unlimited bowling. And I'll tell you, you don't know it at the time, but when you bowl for 4 hours straight, you have no idea. Like my neck and arms, I was so sore the next day.
SW1RLATAR played Hydrate Girl for 250 channel points and scared the ghosts away.
I think you got a double there. Yeah, I love bowling. I was on the bowling team in high school. Oh, we're not gonna do this one twice. We gotta go back. I lived very close, walking distance, like a block from a bowling alley. My friend's parents, for a while, owned said bowling alley, so we used to bowl a lot as kids. So, oh look, okay. I thought another bowling one. Yeah, so it has a special place in my heart, which is funny because somewhere I read that you're not supposed to take people bowling on first dates. I don't know why that is. I think bowling and golf would be awesome, but I don't know. I guess if somebody's terrible at it, then that could be really embarrassing. Okay, time machine, let's go. This is my favorite solid state Zaccaria table, I think. I'll have to double check. But this is probably it. This is the best one. And, oh crap. And it's literally just going into the future and going to the past. So satisfying. So we're gonna do that as much as we can. No! Also 4 flippers. Oh my god, it's great. It's chaos. And it's awesome because if you do... No! This is BS. We will go into the future and we will go into the past. It's that shot, the time hole. Hang on. Whoop. Maybe it would be easier if I do it with my left flipper. Nope. Ah! Okay. I promise you. We'll see if we can get on the bonus. If not, I'm playing this one a second time. There we go. Hopefully y'all can hear that okay. It's really low on my end. No! Okay, we have to do this again. I don't care if it delays the coffee. Time Machine's so good. This one, I believe, and maybe that's why I'm biased, is when I got the At Games Legends, through Sam's Club for whatever reason, it came with like 2 months of arcade net, and then it came with like a Zaccaria sampler, like 5 Zaccaria tables. I believe this was one of them. And I wasn't a big fan of all the Gottlieb tables. Some of them are okay, don't get me wrong. But like, there's only so many games of like going nuts I can play. Cactus Jacks is pretty good. Woo! We did it. See what I mean? It's really fun. But this one stood out. And then ArcadeNet ended. ArcadeNet, it had all the Zaccaria tables available, but it wasn't all of them, interestingly. It was like all of them created for At Games.
Now you will go into the future.
So yeah, I'm glad that I have this where I can stream it on Steam. And the lag isn't terrible. I should just go ahead and get the gold leaf flippers. I'm just very, very scared about breaking a clamp, which is very like anti the spirit of pinball. I think the spirit of like actual pinball is things will break and you will learn how to fix them. But I'm so afraid of like accidentally like static shocking or frying the board or just, you know. So I baby this machine. But I know most pinball machines are designed to take a beating. Or not. But yeah, it does make me wish I had more knowledge in like electrical engineering. Because if I could build my own, that would be the coolest. That would be the dream.
Said there goes the crazy doctor 3 a.m. 3 hour
Hey, this one guy I know.
This one guy IKNW. Said lol, how ya doing?
I've been alright. Pretty well. Enjoying a little digital pinball before I go play the real thing. at the arcade.
future.
Getting warmed up, I guess you could say. Which, when I played in some of the pinball tournaments, some of the other girls showed me that they actually played Zen Gaming on their phones even. Yeah, I'm looking forward. There's a new place I haven't been to yet that I have to see.
Said I just got back from getting juice and a few snack things.
Ooh, that's nice. Yes, weekend snacks. I should do a run and get some stuff for this weekend. What kind of juice?
Now you will go.
This one guy, IKNW, said got some bananas, Gatorade, squirtable juices, low sugar candy, and frozen fruit for smoothies.
That's awesome. Yum.
Now you will
That's
go.
awesome. Are you trying to cut out sugar and have like healthier versions of smoothies? Is that the goal, or because you said low sugar candy? I love sugar. I'm also trying to cut back on it.
This one guy,
Trying,
IKNW,
keyword.
said I am diabetic,
Oh,
so I can
we
eat
talked
sugar
about this.
along.
Oh my God. Right. That's what happens when I 2 months passes. My brain goes, boop. Well, those all sound great. I made some, so like bananas, I know the more that they sit out on the counter and ripen, the more sugary they get and the less fiber they have. So we bought a bunch of very cheap bananas, like not from regular supermarket, but from supermarket that sells bananas for like 20 cents a pound. I think Trader Joe's
This
does that
one
too.
guy, IKNW,
But this was super
said,
king.
Yeah, haha, I got a nice fruit mix with dragon fruit, peaches, and mangoes.
That sounds delicious. Dragon fruit too? Wow. I wouldn't know the first thing about how to cut up a dragon fruit. Are they funky looking on the outside? Oof. Yeah, with the bananas. I haven't, right when they stop being green, they're just a little bit ripe. Chop them up, put them in a bag, put them in the freezer.
This
And I
one
have
guy, IKNW,
bags in the freezer of like bananas,
said
strawberries,
one of
whoops.
the weirdest peels, actually lol.
The weirdest peels. I bet. Bananas, strawberries, and then spinach also. I made a bunch of little bags of spinach for like the green smoothies.
Just dice up the fruit inside.
Is the fruit the same color as what I expect it to be? Like that pink, bright pink color? For some reason, I just imagine like dragon fruit had a baby with like kiwi. And it's very kiwi-esque in its, like how the seeds of the kiwi are. I know that's probably not right at all, but that's my understanding of dragon fruit. It's like a pink kiwi. Yeah, see why this table's so good? You can get a hell of a long game out of it. Play field in the middle is really open. I just like going on the time bridge and the time hole, and then we'll play the remake version of this.
This one guy, IKNW,
I can't do that.
said it is actually
There we go.
white with black seeds inside, but usually goes red from mixing with other fruits and getting hair.
Oh. Oh. That's interesting. I did not know that. Does it change levels of sweetness the longer it ripens? Like how, imagine all fruit has that in common. I wouldn't know how to tell the difference between a ripe dragon fruit and a not ripe.
Now you will go into the
My favorite current
This
dragon
one guy,
is
IKNW,
Quivern.
said I think
Just in
so,
case
but
you were
dragon
curious.
fruit has a very faint taste anyways.
Faint taste. Oh, funny. I'm basing all my understanding of dragon fruit off of like one dragon fruit beverage that I used to get. I don't know enough about dragon fruit. But yeah, at some of the markets, there's a lot of very interesting fruits that I had never seen before.
Said,
Scary
"Haha,
looking
I love
fruit.
them in smoothies."
Awesome. I'll have to try that. I'll look for dragon fruit next time I do the our little produce run. So we don't get produce from the same store that we get our other stuff because it is super overpriced. And if we just go a few more blocks down the street to Super King, those stores have really good deals on produce. This is one of the longest games. I know I restarted it, but I wonder what my high score was. No! Oh, I'm getting closer to that coffee. What ball was that? Is it $1 bill? Is that a billion? I see it on the back box. It's like very small on this side. We just have 2 million. I don't even see enough digits for us to get a billion here. How would that work? I feel like it would just turn over.
This one guy, IKNW.
Ah!
Said one unique one I love once in a while is starfruit.
Starfruit. Starfruit. Is that a real fruit? Starfruit? Really? It sounds like a fruit you get from Mario. Or like Super Nintendo World. I imagine it's yellow and has a little face. Smiles at you.
Like a star, haha.
Plays a little power-up song when you eat it. It is shaped like a star. No way. That's cool. What color is it? I want to try a starfruit. Starfruit. Why does that sound like
This one guy,
Starburst? Probably that's where my brain is going.
said greenish yellow.
Okay, so also like a kiwi. Every fruit to me that I don't know, I'm just gonna imagine it's like a form of kiwi.
You will go into the future.
I'm uncultured in my fruits. It's all apples and bananas up in here. No, we usually we like mandarin oranges. Although we got some sumo citrus. That was a nice gift from Gopi Yang. He brought us a few sumo citrus. They're like ugly, like really ugly fruit, but delish. And I guess they have a very short season. So I don't know if that's just a California only thing. Maybe like Northern California.
This one guy,
Because we didn't have sumo citrus in Florida.
said they are great like a citrus grape flavor and texture, I wanna say.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm big on the citrus fruits. I don't like fruits that are like sour or too tart. Strawberries, cherries, those are usually pretty good. Although, pure sugar. I mean, to be completely honest. Very, very sweet. All right, last ball. I kind of threw this one. I really want that coffee, and I don't want it to get too late in the day. Oh, it's already too late, but it's Friday, so that's our excuse. Oh, game over. Okay. That's fun. That sounds like you had a good run then. And what other snacks did you say you got?
Sound alert. Said this one guy, IKN0W, made Hydrate Girl for 250 channel points and scared the ghosts away.
Thank you, thank you. I've drinking about half that already. We're doing pretty good. I think I drink more water when I stream than when I don't stream. It definitely helps. All right, we're almost through. So we started at the top. We kind of did a little snake from Black Belt to Farfalla, from Locomotion to the Mountain, Magic Castle to Pinball Champ. Oh, Robot. That's the other one that I like a lot. Robot to Time Machine. We have 2 more left. Oh, Winter Sports. Gator Light Gatorades? With more electrolytes. Have you seen that movie Idiocracy? Because, like, that's all I can think of. Like, why? It's like, Bronny's got electrolytes. Like,
This one guy,
that's all I can
IKNW.
think of when I hear the word. Oh, Brando, Brando. Right, I thought it was Brawny. Brando. Why do you
This
put it on the
one guy,
grass?
IKNW.
Because it's got
Said, welcome
electrolytes.
to Costco, I love you.
Oh, yes. If I could have that t-shirt, I would. I would wear that while shopping. I don't shop at Costco, but if I did, I would wear that t-shirt. I want to shop at Costco. I just don't have space to put everything. No space. It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, that movie definitely. I think I quit drinking Gatorade. No, I still drink Gatorade.
This one guy, IKNW. Said, welcoming the motherfucking president of the United States, lol.
That is what you know what? It's a joke in that movie. But if somebody came out and said The Rock, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson was running for president and he won, like that would be the same situation and I'd be cool with it. I would vote for The Rock. It would be awesome. Or Aquaman. Either or. Well, depending on how, how the campaign goes. Depending on their policies. On electrolytes, of course. No, I'm just kidding. But it seems like that reality, I don't know. That was Mike Judge, right? The Beavis and Butthead. And what else did he do? King of the Hill. I think there's like articles about how some of that stuff came true. Like instead of Fuddruckers, now there is a restaurant called. No, just kidding. I doubt it. It's such a stupid movie. But that appealed to my sense of humor at that age in my life. I'm very immature when it comes to movies. They're entertainment. It's literally entertainment. I try not to take things too seriously. Because I take everything too seriously in regular life. So with movies, no. We're gonna have fun. So yeah, stupid, irreverent comedies. Classic. Also, I watched a very classic movie. I don't know how we got started on this.
Said, lol, I wish there would be more scary movies like the parodies of scary ones.
Oh, like Scary Movie?
This one guy, IKNW. Said would be impossible nowadays though.
I don't know. You know what? I think everything is cyclical. There might be a market for it again someday. But yeah, the early 2000s scary movies. Like, literally Scary Movie. They're pretty great. But I don't watch regular scary movies because I get so freaked out from them. Last night, like, we play this game where we flip channels and then guess what the movie is playing because there's a lot of movies. Sometimes it's like The Godfather 2, like it could be any movie. Oh my God, I do remember that scene. She comes out of the TV. Jeez. But I saw that the guy from Office Space, I'm gonna blank on his name right now, but he also was in a recent Netflix show. It's not even a Netflix show. Netflix just bought the rights to it. Loudermilk. I didn't know he was in this movie called The Conjuring in 2013. That's how much I don't watch scary movies. And I think he might have been wearing a wig. I don't know. But he's so funny. He's so funny in Office Space. And he's pretty good in Loudermilk. And when we were flipping channels, and I'm not staying on this channel very long because I don't know what scary is gonna go down in The Conjuring. But I know that it's like an exorcism of a house style movie. I'm not sure. Not for me. Not my style. Because I spook easy. But for a minute, it felt like a comedy. Just because I know him in comedy roles. So maybe give The Conjuring a chance. I don't know. It's a funny, scary movie. I think a lot of people do laugh at scary movies, though, also. Like, they don't take them too serious. The new Goosebumps show felt kind of like that.
Scary movies, a lot of them have cheesy moments.
Yes, yes, there you go. I felt that way with the new Goosebumps. Like it was designed to be scary, but it was kind of like didn't take itself too seriously. So that made it fun. But yeah, I've, for whatever reason, been really interested in, I have no idea what gets me on these, like, kicks, but, like, destruction TV, for some reason. I don't know, there's this show called Engineering Catastrophes, and I was watching some episodes of it, and it's just, like, crazy stuff that happens, and then the science behind how it works. But then we watched this movie from 1937 called The Hurricane. And it's like classic. Like this is like 90-year-old movie. It is so good. It's so ridiculously good because I think they did some of it with miniatures, so it was very revolutionary for its time. But they were literally just like spraying people with a fire hose and like they flooded the set. It's crazy. Like it builds up. It takes a while to build up to that hurricane scene. There's another one called The Deluge. I think that one's probably cheesier. But I don't know, I have a lot of respect for like old filmmakers and how they made these like disaster films or scenes. Because it wasn't CGI, it was all, you know, there was some practical way they did it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So maybe older scary movies, you know, go back to the classics on Universal and watch like your Dracula and Frankenstein, because even though it was probably meant to be serious, it's gonna feel really cheesy now. Because the film techniques are just, you know, like, there's nothing really to feel too scared about. I wonder if someday, like 100 years, people will feel that way about the movies that we watch today that we're too scared to watch. And they're gonna be like, wow, this is so fake. And it's like not scary at all. Okay, this one's pretty obnoxious. I also have Zaccaria on my local cabinet. And I know I don't play this one too much for that reason.
Said in the next 20 years they better have real looking CGI lol.
Yeah. Well, we went through like a time where there was the uncanny valley, where like things looked, like faces looked a little too real, but not. Like Polar Express from, I don't know, was it like 2008?
IKNW said some independent CGI artists the quick skips that do way better than Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, it just all depends on the company. I mean, most of the movies we watch today, if you watch the credits, there's like tens of, I'm not gonna say hundreds, but there's, you know, there could be like 20 different CGI companies that are dealing with like a handful of shots doing the CGI for these movies. I just think when it's that heavy on CGI, it's, I don't know, I get distracted. I can't really pay attention. I would rather it like lead up to a big cool moment, and then that is very, like you get the payoff from it, than the whole movie just be like non-stop in your face CGI action. Otherwise it's like, I don't know, it just feels like the stakes are really low. Even though I know it's like a friggin' crazy feat to pull some of that off. But yeah, I don't know, that's just me though. I like more world building. Kind of like in the life stuff. But yeah, I know Dune 2 came out, I think today. But we're probably gonna go see that sometime in the next week. Apparently it's a spectacle. We shall see. We shall see if that's just marketing. Because it's probably pretty cool, but
This one guy
I feel like marketing has one job.
haven't even been to the movies in a while, so pricey up here.
Yeah, there's a thing here that AMC does where they do if you're like part of their A-list, which is very inexpensive for like a year. Oof, yeah, no. That's only if there's like a movie that you really want to see. And that's not even probably including, well, maybe popcorn, probably. But there's $5 Tuesdays. And then there's also a lot of theaters, like Look Cinemas, and they'll do $5 because it's like dine-in theater. Really, you don't have to get, you know, you can just get popcorn, but the times we've gone, we've usually gotten like some kind of appetizer. But I will do a lot of the $5 movie nights. But we were gifted, I think, like $40 for movie tickets. So by we, I mean Swirls, and he's so kind that he's gonna take me. So my guess is we're probably gonna use it towards Dune. Oh, don't go down the gulch. Yeah, the other thing about AMC, I guess, so everyone knows that like famous, actually I should wait for ads to end to tell this little story. Sorry for those of you who are subscribers, but I feel like this is something I want everybody to hear. So we'll give it 40 seconds and I'll tell my next little thought. Also, this would be a perfect time actually for me to make that coffee. I don't know if I can do it in 26 seconds. Speed run, coffee run, let's see. Back to the main menu. Yeah, I don't think I can do it in 17 seconds. So we'll hang out and then I'll give everybody a heads up about what's happening. And yeah, 4, 3, 2. It's like on Beavis and Butthead. Or no, jeez, not Beavis and Butthead. Hi, welcome back everyone else. We missed you. So I just finished all of these, Black Belt Clown, Devil Riders, everything. All the SS tables we played through. And I'm going to make the fastest speedrun coffee. It's iced coffee, so it's like done. And then we'll be back. We might do the EM, the electromagnetic tables next. And then a remakes. And I think I'm going to be selective in the remakes. And I might be selective in the deluxe. But yeah, so I'll leave this here. Turn it on a cool table in the meantime to leave you. But yeah, I did want to tell everyone this little story about Nicole Kidman, about the AMC. So I'll do that as soon as I get back in like 30 seconds, so hang tight. I'm not going anywhere except for right over here. That's the luxury. Get some ASMR ice cubes up in here. Yeah, this one guy I'll show you. This is like an example of how we do like our smoothie bags. I know plastic sucks, but I got the spinach and the bananas in there. And then I'm just doing a little bit of the Stilp cold brew coffee. And some Planet Oat. Easy peasy done. We're not even adding sugar. I might give it a little stir though. And that's it. See how fast that was? Thanks everybody for waiting. Cheers. You have your drink of choice. Cold brew coffee. Thank you. I'm taking that in reverse. That's for coffee. I'm drinking so much water so far. Thanks.
Said I just got my big sugar-free monster from the fridge too.
Yum!
This one guy, IKNW,
that sounds good.
said have some caffeine.
I love a little caffeine. Do you get the caffeine headaches though if you don't have caffeine? Because it is my vice. I don't have caffeine, I notice I do get a little bit of a headache. And usually what fixes that? Caffeine. So I don't know. Yeah, these are great. So that's the difference between the solid states. I guess the solid states have the information. I think there was chips that let you keep the scores.
Said only sometimes I think I chug a lot of water, though diabetes makes yapping a lot.
That's good, yeah. Water definitely helps with everything. With these solid states, you can look, see how the score like rotates. Does it rotate? I'm trying to keep track. Yeah, a little bit. That's why we love the electromagnetics. So the place that I want to go to, it has a lot of electromagnetic tables. It's going to be very similar to this in the sights and sounds. And just the components of the table itself. Oh no. Cardinal sin. Double flipping.
Said, sir, I've been trying to get more juices and stuff with electrolytes, so I don't have to be pissing all the time, lol.
Oh, does that help with that? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this one. All right, that was that. We skipped. We got to start in the beginning. Yeah. I had a lot of tea and lemonade. I can't say it, but do you know the drink I'm talking about where you mix tea and lemonade together?
Yeah, if you get more electrolytes, then don't you need to drink
I will
nearly
say
as much
it.
water.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's the one thing that makes me sound like I have a lisp. Arnold Palmer. I can't say it. Arnold Palmer. Arnold. Try saying oh my god. Try saying that 3 times fast. Just literally say it. Let me know how it goes. But I drank 3 of those earlier.
This one guy, IKNW, said him not sure if I tried that.
You've never had an Arnold Palmer? You make it yourself. You just literally mix together unsweetened tea and like Minute Maid lemonade. Get it from a fountain machine. Or I mean, you could buy unsweetened lemonade and unsweetened tea from the store, or make your own tea.
IKNW said I love the Lipton tea pops, though not sure if they still have them.
What are those? Lipton tea pops. Yeah, I'm on like day 5 of no Coca-Cola. So tea is the way. Tea and coffee. And if I can get through this this little moment where I'm craving it, and that goes away and I just replace it with water, I think I'll be better for it.
This one
It's always just like a one-time situation that throws me off.
Like green tea citrus sodas.
Oh yeah, those are good. Those are very yummy. Usually for me, it's if we decide we want to do something like pizza, I'm like, oh, we should get some soda to go with that. Like, doesn't that sound really good? Like pizza party? Pizza and soda? Am I gonna drink it with water? Pizza with water? No way. Like what? Personally, no. Maybe water in addition to, but not exclusively. And that's all it takes. I have that one sip of soda and then I'm just like, yeah.
This one guy, IKNW,
It's terrible.
said sadly a lot of the pizza places around here only have basic Diet Coke or Pepsi lol. This one
yeah.
guy, IKNW, said so have to get my own before.
Even if I just get it to go, I have to have like, you know, a 2-liter of soda. And that's dangerous, dangerous. But sometimes it's like Friday night or movie night. Oh yeah, movies also. I gotta work on that. The other thing that's really good at movies, and I don't do it as much as I should, but the slushies. Those are pretty good. Blueberry or cherry, like ices. Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, there was this place that had bubblegum flavored. I don't know why I liked that. Sometimes I wonder, I question, like, how do I... Ugh, bubblegum...
This one guy, IKNW, said I want to get a slushie maker so I can make my own sugar-free ones.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
This one guy, IKNW, said before I got the diabetes used to love slushies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't need to bring up all these sugary things. It's my own bad habit. That I am. Hey, Amiga Cami, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Happy Friday. I am Twisted Dreamer. I'm a variety streamer. I've been playing pinball this week quite a bit. Digital pinball. Ah! As you can see, I'm terrible. It's okay. But I do play other games.
Said hi, no problem.
As of late, it's been some Power World, and then I will play VR from time to time as well and do mixed reality, Beat Saber rhythm games. I should get back and do that again. But yes, pinball is where my heart is, though.
Said, haha, that's okay. I didn't have too much sugary things before, but since getting them really cut down, so was craving next pay. I am gonna order a bunch of candies from Amazon, I think.
Oh, wow. We played all of these solid state tables. Now I'm playing the electromagnetics. These are all, I think it's in my title, but Zaccaria.
This one guy, IKN.
So, just doing every
we're
table.
Really wanting stuff like gummy worms. There's those gummy cherries and fruits, or animals, cola bottles and stuff too.
Oh, yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I love that stuff. So here's my love-hate. Obviously diabetes. Obviously that's, you know, that's, if there is a reason to not have any sugar, that is one. Sugar-free, is sugar-free safe? Like, how is that? It's still gotta have something in it, doesn't it? Like corn syrup? Like sugar-free gum, I imagine, is probably fine. I don't know. But I think it's also for your teeth. So that's a big one for me, like personally why I'm trying to cut back on the soda. Because I just don't like that sugary feeling that you get. So tea's been great. Great replacement. I'll get like, I'll make iced tea.
Said I played a Zaccaria table for real for the first time last year, Farfalla at Tazpin, which is the only pinball.
Oh, you played Farfalla! Wow! I was just talking about how I would like to find Farfalla in the wild and play it in person. I will allow that message in 1 second, this one guy. Saw that I got held for a silly reason.
Said it was so beautiful.
It is! So I have to know then. Because when I first got the At Game Legends Amiga, Cami, I'll call you Cami, I noticed that Farfalla was on a lot of the cover of the packs when they would sell the Zaccaria game packs. And so I thought, oh, this must have quite the reputation for being one of the more popular tables. And so I tried to put myself in that mindset of like, what was it like when this was in the arcades? And thank you, Swirls. Now I see what the word was. Oh boy. Cami, okay, great. Yeah. We can play some Farfalla. Oops, I just restarted it. But, so I am planning to go to a place that has electromagnetic tables, and my first thought was, I wonder if they'll have Farfalla. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Wait, it's not even listed on the electromagnetics.
Amiga Cami said when I was at Tazpin it felt like I was back in the 80s or something.
Wow. That's cool. So they have it here. I'm looking for it. Oh, it's in the top right. So this is the 1983. Can I ask you if the one you played looks more like this? Because each table looks a little different. So this one, this is how the playfield looks. Mind you, I totally get it's not going to be exactly the same, but more so in the layout. Because this is the SS version. You can even see the back box, the way that's set up. But then the remake is really, really pretty.
Not with the upper playfield editions.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, I don't see it on the electromagnetics, but then on the remakes, and I imagine these are all just digital emulators inspired by, because this looks really cool. It has a classic feel to it, but these are two totally different
This
tables.
one guy, IKNW, said, but yeah, a lot of the sugar-free stuff make Yago number 2.
Oh my gosh. I think I saw that somewhere too, or people posted a bag of
Amiga Cami
sugar-free
said,
gummies,
oh, yeah, it
and
was definitely the first one.
that was the comment underneath it. Like if you go to the Amazon listing, it's all comments like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me go back to it. I don't mind leaping out of the order. Mind you, I'm not going to be very good at it. So you're based in Australia? Or did you travel when you went to Taspin?
Get ready for the ride.
I'm still learning a lot of these tables.
Let's see what you can do.
But yeah, it is a gorgeous table. And I had to wonder to myself if, when it was first designed, it was trying to be more inclusive of getting, I don't know, were there a lot of women in the 70s and 80s that wanted to play pinball? Or was it primarily like a
Amiga
a
Cami
guys club?
said, I live in the Central Highlands of Tasmania, so I travel to the city for Taspin.
That's amazing. I love that. I think, yeah, I rated somebody yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday, and they were based either in Australia or New Zealand. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look it up and let you know. But I was very, very surprised because, you know, the time of day thing is what throws it for me. Well, and just the day. I think you guys are a whole day ahead. But that's awesome. I love that the love for pinball is worldwide. I'm based in California, USA.
Amiga Cami.
LA,
My
to be
mother-in-law
specific.
played a lot of pinball and arcade games when she was growing up.
Okay, cool. Oh, I love to hear that. Yeah, I played when I was a kid. It was my favorite thing to do. It was like a bond that I had with my dad.
In 2015.
Oh, nice. But it wasn't until, I mean, I've always loved it, but like very, very casually. But I would say it wasn't really until I moved to LA that I became reacquainted with pinball. And what happened was I attended a movie premiere event out in Westwood, and they had a pop-up pinball fully free experience with a lot of solid state and electromagnetic tables, lots and lots of very, very, very classic tables. And I played, and it's far. it was a drive to get there, like not quite an hour, but pretty far.
That's awesome.
And the next day I'm like, can we go back? Can we go back? Like, I want to go back and play more, because we only played for a little bit. We were with a big group of friends. And we went back and we played for a couple hours, and then we were like, well, you know what? We came, let's go to the movie. So we went and we saw the movie as well. That was when Licorice Pizza premiered, and they had made a custom like Licorice Pizza table. So that was really fun to play. And I took a lot of pictures and videos. So it started there,
Cami.
and then and then I eventually, there's a lot of like barcades and Bar 82, Revenge of. There's a lot of places out here that have older to newer machines. And so I did a couple women's tournaments. And one was IFPA sanctioned. I did terrible in that one, but that's okay. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. That was the main point. And yeah, and I bought this about a year ago. And so I mostly play digital through
Said,
Steam.
oh, good on you for giving it a go.
Yeah, you know, it was cool. I did that tournament, which was 4-player. And I'd never done a pinball tournament. I didn't know anything about the rules. So I was mostly there just to like socialize a little bit and learn, how does this work? And it was very cool. And like inexpensive buy-in and all that. And then the other tournament I did ended up being like a head-to-head. I like that one more, only because I feel like I had a better chance. I like did well in it. At least well for me, better. So I made it to one of like the first rounds of the playoffs. And that was pretty cool. I tied for 4th with a bunch of people. We all tied for 4th because that's how it goes. And then I got my butt kicked on Scooby-Doo. But I had my best game of Attack from Mars that night. In person, it was like 3 billion. So I don't know. I don't know if I've been able to get that close ever digitally. Yeah. Are there any specific tables that you like or prefer?
Amiga Cami said just last weekend Tasmania had its first Pinball League meetup, so they're retrying to get something started here so we can have tournaments eventually.
Oh, that's awesome. How is the turnout? Do you feel like a lot of people show up for that? The event I went to, there was about 50 women, and that was the other thing that was very surprising because you think about pinball, you know, and I have a couple different books. Let me see if I can show you.
Amiga Cami said I love Medieval Madness, and when I got to play
I think these are the two.
didn't he do as well as I do on my VPN at home?
So these, Medieval Madness, oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so you're in a similar situation as I am, where we played on VPN and then in person it just kicks our butts. Medieval Madness is hard, and I've played it in some locations where I think it's the remake or the updated version, and I did better on that one.
Too far away for me, but they had a good turnout with 2 or 3 women, I think.
Oh, that's good. So this book has been really interesting learning like the history of pinball. Haven't finished it, but I'm reading this. But then this one I highly, highly recommend. I read this in like 2 or 3 nights. This one's a graphic novel, and it's the whole history of pinball. And there's a lot of detail. I don't know if I can get up close and show you without the focus. But it's just such a cool.
Read the second girl to recommend that book.
Yeah, this one I actually didn't get this one originally. I was like, oh, I want to learn, I want to read, and this one's great, but this one is very easy to. Perfectly fine. Okay, welcome. Hi, glad to have you here. So yeah, I recommend these. These are very good. No, Kansas, welcome. Yeah, I mean, you know, either or. I do recommend, I think, oddly, the graphic novel version. You learn a lot. The other one is, look, it's great, but it's just, sometimes when I read, like, I don't know, I need the visuals to keep me engaged. I mean, obviously I like games like Pinball and Beat Saber, so I've learned that books in the style of graphic novels or visual encyclopedias are much more, you know, I'm not the ferocious reader that I once was.
Perfectly fine, okay. Said I always thought it was interesting how Bally Williams was already on the cutting edge of gaming legality before Mortal Kombat came out.
Why? What do you mean? Tell me more. Okay, so we have to go back. Those games were for you, Cammy.
I have a big comic graphic novel collection already.
Oh, cool.
So I think that's an awesome combination.
Oh, yeah.
Fine, okay. Said with how pinball used to be illegal.
Yeah, I think both books, this book really does cover, actually the foreword is written by Roger Sharp. And so that's really cool. There's this entire foreword that he wrote.
Fine, okay.
And he talks about, you know, the greatest shot ever made. And it's very cool. And that movie about pinball, I think it's on Amazon Prime. I want to say it's on Amazon Prime. Also really cool. That's great. Yeah, his sons are still like in the top of like the best in the world for pinball. Mind-blowing. Okay, so we played all the SS tables. We're on the EM tables. We did, I think we're on Sinistar. I think we just did Moonflight and Aerobatics. We're gonna come back to this. They work at Stern? Oh, wow. I'm actually really glad to hear that. Do you like some of the newer Stern tables perfectly fine?
Amiga Cami said, oh awesome, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, and I have to wonder too, like, you know they're good, but like the tables that they cut their teeth on were probably like this. You know, where it was very much like lining up a shot, and it's like the flipper technique, and that's where I'm at right now, where I just want to improve some basic skills of like doing like post passing, and I can't do a lot of it on a digital machine because it's just never the same. But I don't know, getting that confidence on the V-Pen, hopefully that translates over. I think it has. I notice it. I'm like not afraid to try things. Oh my God. These ones are so much less forgiving now.
Perfectly fine, okay. Said I haven't got a chance to play many of them yet, but last time I was in Chicago, Keith Elwin was at Logan Arcade and I played a game of Jurassic Park with him.
Wow. Tell me more. Tell me about Keith Elwin. Does he work for Stern, or is he one of the...
Amiga Cami.
My knowledge is very limited. I'm still learning about very specific like designers of the tables. I don't know. When I went to the Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas, surprisingly, I saw a lot more oversized machines, like big. Like, have you ever seen the Flintstones machine? That thing was like the size of a boat. The flippers? The flippers were the size of like a baseball bat. It was crazy. Oh. Wow. Okay.
Designer and regarded as the best competitive player of all time.
Oh no, amazing. Give me an example of one of the tables that he has designed. And I apologize if my Stern knowledge is limited. Oh my God. Oh, that's awesome. I do love Jurassic and Godzilla. Like 2000 Godzilla. I feel like I've played some Godzilla on Zin, and none of them are like the Godzilla that I play in person, which has, to do the multi-ball, it's like you go up and you have to get 3 on, I don't know, there's like a box. It's like a ramp. I don't know what to call it. Like a parking garage. Oh, wow. Okay, so I love all of these tables. Yes. I played a few of those at Barcade. I know that they have some of those. Jurassic Park is hard. I find that one very difficult in person. And the ones that are on Zin are not the same. Like just completely different. I don't know. Somebody else designed them. That's where I want to get more into the like VPX, like Pinup Popper Baller, all that stuff. And play tables that look like tables in the arcades. Because right now it's really limited to just the Williams tables. Those are pretty spot on.
Played Iron Maiden at the cinema in the city. They had Jurassic Park at Tazpin, but it was being hogged by big men. Perfectly fine, okay. Said I've been meaning to set up VPX, but it seems like such a chore.
Yeah, I think it's not necessarily that, it's like the security of it. I mean, I know thousands of people have done it, but I probably would get a dedicated machine to do it. Because if anything goes wrong, I think it changes a lot of files on the root of your PC. And so it's not just like a simple uninstall. That's where the problem is for me. Like, the installer, it's not very clean. So if something messed up, like, you get one shot to do it right. But if I had a dedicated machine, I could, like, you know, revert the machine or just wipe it or whatever. So that's the next step, is just to have a completely dedicated system for VPX and all that, future pinball. Oh, interesting. I love that you just said that. I didn't think about that. Because also security-wise, I guess what I'm scared about is the videos that I watch. They're like, well, you know, you have to turn off your... Oh, sorry, we just did this one. You have to turn off your antivirus to run it because otherwise some of the files, you know, like, I don't know, they're like outdated enough that they will flag it and then the install won't work properly and it will like, it won't run. But that freaks me out. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I'm going to look into. Because I know it does need to still be kind of like a beastie machine to be able to handle it. I would love that. Because right now that's where I'm at with the hobby, where...
Let you know if it runs them all right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know you have to have like a decent processor and pretty beefy, I don't know. My 1080 does this well, but ever since, like if I play Pinball M or Pinball FX, I have to really tweak the settings to not have latency.
I'll be running it inside my Arcade 1-Up VPN on
Oh, nice. So it sounds like you modded the Arcade 1-Up then. That's why I went the At Games Legends route, because I was too scared. I didn't know about what I'd be getting into with modding. And maybe it was easier than I realized, but for me it was just plugging in an HDMI and a USB and running that, and I don't know. This was just like plug and play almost. I mean, actually, I'm oversimplifying it. There was a lot of details that you have to do in FX3 with like backglass and the alignment, but it's not hard. I think once you do it one time, you're good. I enjoy that too. I like the technical side.
The computer inside it died.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm waiting for with this one. I fear every day that I'm gonna static shock this and lose the, you know, and just have to like switch it over. And if that happens, that's probably when I will. But I don't know, I'm pretty good about, like, we don't have carpet. So I think that's a big culprit for static shock and like frying your board. But I'm even nervous, like, I know a lot of people will take these apart and do small mods, like things that are so simple. It's out of warranty, and I got it from Sam's. Because I've had it over a year. So I think they would probably just say, hey, give us $200 and we'll send you a new board and you can put it in. And I could do that, I could. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Maybe.
Amiga Cami said the good thing about your cab is you can plug in a PC without needing mods.
It is, yep. Well, and it sounds like then if you're running 1080, is that with the original playfield glass? I think that was what else it was, is when I was looking up the, and they're beautiful. I love the art and I love the size. I actually finally played one in person, an Arcade 1-Up, and I'm like, this is pretty great. You could have all three side by side if you wanted to have the Attack from Mars version. Oh, I didn't even ask, which version do you have? Do you have Marvel, Star Wars, or Attack from Mars? Or is there another I don't know of?
Said the original screen is a 1080p screen, but the software only runs in 720p because it has a really underpowered ARM chip.
That is interesting. Okay, that's cool. Well, that's a game changer. That was part of the reason that I got this one, is because it was a 1080 screen, but then also the glass on top. I think, do the arcade ones up? I saw a lot of people would swap out and get like a $50 real glass instead of the plexi. You have the Attack from Mars and Star Wars.
Extra tables installed on it using a software mod.
Oh, cool. See, I like learning about this because I've spent way too much time in my own little like tunnel vision of At Games. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. So far, this one's held up really nicely though. For the, I want to say $399, whatever it was I paid. Was it $299? I think it might have been $299. And then I think I paid for shipping, so it's probably like $399. But I feel very, very fortunate that I got it in the limited window that they were on sale. And then the money that I saved, I just invested in, I got a Vibs board. So this didn't come with a video input backlash switchboard. You had to plug that in. And I bought off Etsy like this little kit so I could run the button. I have the button like on a really nice little housing underneath. And then also it didn't have like a place to hold it. So I've got that in the back. Yeah, that's nice. So I have this little button here. But what I want to switch is these buttons. I don't know how the buttons on the arcade one-up feel, but these are very like clicky. And I think the switches are kind of, I don't know, meh. But I need to, if I could take off these rails, and there's like, I think some screws in this piece, I could swap out and get 4 new buttons. And then that would be like gold leaf flippers. The reason I haven't, this is such a stupid reason, is I want them to be like lime green and purple. And then I would go to...
Said the arcade one-up ones are actually leaf switches, so they feel good.
Yeah, leaf switches are really nice. So the latency is probably better for you than what I'm dealing with. Or at least the...
I am guessing the at games ones are micro switches.
Yeah.
Combat.
So, and it's, I know it's like not the actual latency, it's like the travel time to the actuation is shorter or something. So it feels like it's more responsive, but it is. Like the time between when you push the button and the flipper flips, it's gonna be faster. Even if it is just like milliseconds. Everyone says their scores went up. So I'm like, that's how you know there's a difference. Oh, I remember this one. I played this on campaign mode. It was very challenging, and there's this little spot in the top, and I always hit it in there. I'll tell you when it happens. But yeah, I've been FOMOing watching all the people with the 4K version.
Those switch tops I put in the Discord.
Wait, what switch tops? How did I miss this? Oh! I don't think I clicked on that. Oh my gosh, I have to go back. I have to go back. I've been really bad at Discord. I'm so sorry. I do remember that was when I streamed Pinball like maybe a month ago.
Perfectly fine, okay.
Yes, let me go back to that.
Pinball server a while back.
Thank you for sending that. I'm so sorry. I know if I saw them, I would have responded to it. So that's how I know I didn't see them. My bad, my bad. What are they? Yeah, I would like to get green and purple. My ultimate, like my dream machine would be doing either, I don't know if it's from Buy Stuff Arcades or there's a different arcade site, but there's skins that you can put on the sides of these, like just like over top. And I really like I like Monster Bash, but then there's one other, you guys might know. He's a monster. I'm really bad at it, and there's always the one that says, where? Oh, wait.
Replacement tops for Sanwa buttons that greatly reduce the travel time.
Oh.
Perfectly fine, okay.
Kind of insane.
Said
wow.
It's kinda insane.
I wonder if that would work well in the...
Said Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Thank you. Yeah, Creature. I would love the purple and green on Creature and black. That is... But the reason I haven't is I'm so bad at that table. And I try to improve, so then I'm like, I'm worthy of putting this on my cabinet. But I mean, can I like cabinet art knowing that I'm just like really, really bad? I don't know, I've gotten a little better. Oh, this is very classic. Look how tiny the little flippers are. Oh my God. I don't know about this. These are usually in like my, not like, closer to least favorite style of tables. But we're gonna play it anyway. We'll do our best. Dinky, yes. Dinky and lots of clatter. Look at that, and they're spaced too far apart. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I'm happy that that ended that fast. Oh my god. Not a fan. Not my style. Granada. It sounds cool in theory. All right. I think I should take a really quick restroom break. And then, I mean, really quick. So I'm gonna do my BRB screen. It's gonna show you a video. This one's short. I think I have, it's a clip of when I was playing on my Sega.
Amiga Cami.
And it's a fun game, and it's comic book style. It's very, very cool, so check it out. This will be really short, and I'll be right back to finish out more EM tables and a couple remakes. We're building up to playing Pinball Champ. So yeah, see you very soon. Comics Zone, bonus CD. Released in 1995, experience an action game in a unique setting based on American comic books. A comic artist finds himself lost in the comics zone and must battle his way through the panels of mutants to escape it. This is definitely, I don't know, is it like X-Men or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Not sure. Loving this intro though. Sega Technical Institute. Hopefully you guys can hear this music well. Because it rocks. New York City, present day. Yeah, this is rad. Look at me sketch. Oh, that was, I didn't get that. I cannot kill you here, but I know a perfect place to do it. Have a nice trip. Episode 1, Night of the Mutants. Okay, this is pretty cool. What? How have I never played this? This game is awesome! It's like got the comic storyboard panels. In beat 'em up style? What? I love the aesthetic. Oh look, they're drawing new bad guys for me to fight. And I'm like stuck in this one frame. From the other games where I had like limited abilities, I need to like figure out. Like what abilities do I have? Oh yeah, you gotta really use the D-pad in this. Dude, this guy's really strong. All right. Oh, I can go across or down. Or you can just tap A and you get like crazy combos. I don't know much that C does yet. Maybe it's like defense. So like B is like jumping, A is punching. Oh, C is like changing, I think, between your specials. How about that manhole? Look at my shadow. Oh, there's a lever. Cool, cost me no sweat. Okay, I will replay this game until the end of time. I'm so sad that this was not part of my childhood, like a core memory, because this game's awesome. Oh, look at the reflections! Also, I would love to have this like on an arcade. And if it was 2-player, it'd be even better.
Fear and loathing.
Oh dude, you can hang on to the pipe.
This game is a classic.
Whoa! Look at that! This is so cool. It's very satisfying to play. I'm curious, it was Sega Technical Institute, so it was like created for Sega by Sega? Like was Sega making their own games? Whoa, did I die? Game over, man, the end. Hi, I'm back. What's up, Fear and Loathing? Okay, let me turn this down. Sorry, I was doing a quick BRB screen, and yes, that was comics. I've been putting clips lately from when I played a lot of games on Sega. Yeah. Switch what?
Fear and loathing. Said, oh, I didn't notice it was a clip, haha.
I think yours is delayed. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that was a clip, my bad. I went to take a quick restroom break. And actually went outside for like 30 seconds and just caught some fresh air. And it was funny because there was this guy on like his really cool motorcycle. Like the handlebars are like up high. I don't know what that's called. But I was like, man, that looks like a fun night. Oh, we gotta switch this over.
Fear and loathing. Said Abe Hanger.
Of course you knew what that's called. I love it. Okay, so I've been playing all these supersonic, solid state tables. This game is called Supersonic. That's where okay, I didn't just come up with that for no reason. So yes, we are playing some classic pinball. What have you been up to, Fear and Loathing? Are you playing Power World? Have you played Power World? I don't think I've talked to you since I've played Power World. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately. I don't play it always on stream, but I did play my first few days on stream.
Said no, I haven't tried it yet. Amiga Cami. Said oh wow, a Concorde themed table.
Concorde as in the airplane? Or in the type of plane? Yeah, this one's kind of cool. I think you might like it. But do you like Pokemon, Fear and Loathing? You like Zelda, so I know you'd like that aspect of it. All the dungeons. Ah, okay. That's fun.
Fear and Loathing. Said
yeah.
You've been playing Helldivers too mostly.
Nice. Do you think, I don't know enough about Helldivers except for I know that it is extremely popular right now. What is it? I haven't watched a single second of gameplay.
Fear and Loathing. Said I have seen some people playing it and will probably get it eventually.
Yeah, I mean it's $30. It's
Fear
pretty good.
and Loathing.
I didn't get far on this one.
World, I mean.
Oh, I know. I totally got you. For some reason, I associate Helldivers with like Dave the Diver, and I just imagine it's like, I don't know, underwater. I don't think that's what it is it? Could you imagine? I don't think that's what it is at all. Dave the Diver, I think is, I've had the game recommended to me. Oh, okay. Is it a shooting game? Like first person? Or is there quest to the game?
Said Dave the Diver is awesome too.
I keep hearing that I would really like it. I should give it a chance. Because you go fishing and it's very chill and like make sushi. I've had it recommended to me as a game I would like. But even like Power World, I was like, I don't know. If somebody bought me that game, I'd probably play it. That's my attitude on it. Like, I don't want it enough to get it, but if I happen to have it, I'd probably try it. Like I did with Power World, and then I became utterly obsessed with Power World. Which is funny, because I wouldn't have bought it, and I've already put more time into Power World than into all of me playing pinball probably last year. At least based on my Steam hours. Maybe I was going off of this year's Steam hours.
Said Helldivers 2 is a third-person shooter but co-op and it's ridiculous in a great way.
Oh yeah? Define ridiculous. I need more context. Give me an example of the ridiculousness.
Fear and Loathing. Said I played a lot of Dave the Diver but didn't finish it yet.
Oh, it's a game you can beat? I thought it was just like, you know, like Animal Crossing, like for the fun of it.
Fear and Loathing. Said T here's a story.
Oh, there's a story. Okay. How would you rank it amongst all the games that you've ever played? Ever. Where does it rank? Is it a top 10 game? Ooh, Nautilus. Ooh, Nautilus. Nautilus is a top 5 Zaccaria for
Fear
me.
and Loathing.
The sound
Crazy
design.
in Helldivers 2 is when someone throws bombs everywhere and it kills everyone.
Oh no. Like intentionally or unintentionally? Oh, not this one. Not this version of Nautilus. Although now we know what it's based on. I like newer. Newer Nautilus is so fun. We're gonna skip to that.
My top 10 but high up on indie games.
Oh, cool. Wait, oh. Well, that's Dave the Diver, but what about Helldivers? In top 10. That's nice to know for an indie. Yeah, I think for indie games, I like stuff that's like not insanely challenging. Like Celeste was a little too challenging for me. I really liked A Short Hike. That's probably like one of my favorite indie games. And that was just something I got off like a Humble Bundle or there's a different site that I used where I got like 500 indie games. Night in the Woods, that one's pretty good.
Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
Said friendly fire is always on in H2, but you are working together so it's not unusual to die from your buddy.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, I think I've had enough of the EM tables. It makes me think twice about where I'm going because it's all EM tables. We're gonna skip to the remakes. We're gonna play Nautilus since it's back to back. And then if there's any others that anyone wants to see, let me know. But I believe Pinball Champ, Time Machine, Robot are probably, and Devil Riders. Those are gonna be on my list. Fire Mountain is also pretty great. Oh, and then also Farfalla. So hopefully we get through all of them. We shall see. Because these games might be a little bit longer.
Welcome to Pinball
Whoa.
Champ.
Oh. It's like after playing those, like I'm warmed up, I'm ready. Okay, let's see what we can do. This is my favorite table of all the Zaccaria tables.
Fear and Loathing. Said it's hard to explain all it's about, but you should check it out. I really had a lot of fun in the game and they fixed all their server issues and you can play with PS5 people on a PC.
Oh wow, do you recommend PS5 or PC?
1 million.
Sadly, I feel like we use our PC more for gaming than our PS5. It's just more cozy.
Fear and Loathing. Said PC seems to be more liked. I don't have a PS5 yet.
Ah, I don't know why I assume you have a PS5. I always assume you have like all the tech.
Ball save.
No!
Don't move.
Oh, we got lucky with the timing on that. Swirls would like absolutely blow my score out of the water on
Bonus
this.
times 2.
This is his best pinball game.
Combo. Double combo.
He just goes for the high score. I try to go for the modes when I can. No! See what I mean? Oh, I need nudge. It's not the same without nudge. Also, his highest high score was when he was playing it through the at-game software and not on OTG. Yeah, we've almost hit 3 hours, so I might cut short, surprisingly, some of the remakes. Let's get this mode going and just do maybe like the top 3. And then next time, I think I'm gonna have to dedicate a whole stream to just coming back and doing Pinball FX with some of the new tables that have been released. I have bought. I have purchased. Yeah, this one's great. This is a good combination between like a classic feeling table and then modes.
Combo.
I like all the modes. We haven't started any of the modes yet.
Start mode is lit.
Okay, we got our start mode. Ah,
Game over, champ.
it's just like that. It's so
Zen, do
easy.
you prefer the tables based on real ones or the fully digital tables from Zen?
Always the tables based on real ones. I'm very biased actually against the tables from Zen. I don't, like all the Zen originals, I bought them on FX3. I have not bought any of them on FX. I'm just not a fan of the physics, I think. And they're a little gimmicky, no offense. But I will say, some of the newer tables that they've released, I do like. Like if you were to ask me, would you rather play like Addams Family or like one of the new Star Trek tables, I would be like, ooh, definitely Addams Family. I like TNG. That one's probably my favorite. So that's also based on a real table because I play that one a lot whenever I go to Revenge of. It's so, I freaked out the first time I saw it in person. Because I'd only played it on, oh, we're doing dead bounces, we gotta focus.
Amiga Cannon said, yeah,
But the
I
game
haven't
night bundle I got.
myself, but I enjoy their Williams collection.
Yeah, that's, the Williams are just so good that, like, I'd rather get good at something like Indiana Jones, or Attack from Mars, or Medieval Madness it's what got me started. It's my favorite table of all time. Like if I could own one table in person, it would be Medieval Madness. But my best score on a real pinball machine is on Attack from Mars, so I do play that one a lot more now. Oh my gosh, I can't hit this shot to save my life. But yeah, the game night bundle that has like the exploding kittens and terraforming Mars, I do like those tables. Those are pretty fun. I didn't do very good. Swirl's got like 600,000 on this, or whatever it is, 600 million? Okay, Nautilus. Oh wait, we already did Nautilus, didn't we? Did we already do Nautilus? We totally did. I just didn't hear all the quirky sounds. Oh, hey. Thank you for the follow, Sarvets. Yes.
Hell yeah, Zaccaria.
Yeah, Zaccaria. Is it Zaccaria or Zaccaria? I always say Zaccaria, but I don't know. I'm probably mistaken.
Said, love these
I
tables.
played all the solid states at the start of my stream. We're 3 hours in. So I did all the solid states. I did more than half, I'm gonna say, of the EM. So we're on the remakes.
Savits.
So I did Pinball Champ and Nautilus.
Unusual layouts.
Unusual layouts. I like Robot. Robot is, I don't know, it's very simple, but it's also like, there's just something about this table that hooked me. Yeah, these are great. I like these, I like to come to these, like I usually play a lot of FX and
Said
Pinball
it's
M.
cool how many they have in this collection.
They have so many, oh my God, sorry. I'm like trying to read and then I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to chat and focus. But I ended up getting the Platinum Pack, so I unlocked almost every table, which I think was worth it. What is happening? Thank you. They had it on like a really, really good sale over Christmas. So I think I got all of them for like maybe $60. Somewhere in there. I think that's worth it.
Savitz said check out the lighting options sometime, it's actual live pretty insane lol.
Oh, there's so many options. That is one of the reasons that I like these so much and not buying them through at games is because the UI, there's just so many things that you can do.
Kickback is lit.
So yeah, I've messed with a lot of options. The lighting is fun. It's pretty standard though. I haven't done anything too crazy. But you can mess with like what the lighting and the physics too, I think. Thank God for kickbacks. No! That was the worst kickback I've ever seen. Yeah, this little toggle right there, whatever that is, that door, it drives me crazy, so I like to hit it. So it's as good as I can get it, like passing. Oh no, I don't have a nudge. Oh, man.
Amiga Cami said this is such a cool retro looking table.
Mm-hmm. It is very cool. I love it. I want to play it more. But we're gonna keep cruising.
Savitz said AKAY what up Cami.
Time Machine. So what's interesting, actually, let's do Devil Riders. This one's very fun too, in my opinion, just because of the sound design. And yeah, I guess if we want to look at some of the lighting options, let me go back to the
Amiga Cami.
well, not even here. There's so many options there, but in the main menu,
Devil Riders.
we'll start again. Oh, you all know each other. I love that. Well, maybe it is here. I thought there was options once you start the game, like when you hit play. Yeah, up here. So there's like room options, weather options. Look, dark. I think I have mine in like partly cloudy. I feel like that looks the cleanest. You can change your ball. Looks like a marble. That's fun. I like mine to look classic. The skin, I've already changed this to how I want my room set up, and you can't really see it on the cabinet mode version I have, but when I play it on my 3440 by 1440, you get the background.
Amiga Cami said the pinball community is a great group of people and you LL get to know everyone eventually.
Yeah, that's why I decided, I know that this is like virtual or like VPen, digital pinball, but I thought I'd like to meet more folks because the FX and there's not as many people that frequent those categories. So I'm trying to branch out and meet more. So I'm glad that everyone stopped by and you guys have been really interactive. Because I think part of my enjoyment with streaming is just interacting with chat and learning more about the game and seeing what, you know, interests you. Like what your favorite tables or games are. Because pinball, it does seem like it's a very solo kind of sport. But it's also, it is a very social kind of activity. So my favorite thing is also just like looking up everybody's custom.
I like streaming pinball because it's easy to talk to chat.
That is true. Yeah. You don't have to have too much focus or attention.
Said just from cradling the ball.
Yeah, that's true. You can just do one of these and then be like, you know, completely focused. It's cute. I had a friend send me a video of him in a bar. And he's like, oh, look at this cool move I learned. And he was literally, he just cradled the ball and then he went. And then he like hit it and then it immediately drained. And that was the video he sent. And I was like, I think I would cringe if I drained the ball after doing that. But I thought it was sweet. I think it was wholesome because I don't think he plays a lot of pinball. Bless his heart. But it was really cool. He's a good guy. And I mean, look, it's all skill levels. But I just thought it was funny that he was like showing me this move of cradling the ball. Because it's like, bro, do you know how much I play pinball? Like, I'm so obsessed with this game. But yeah, no, it's great. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Scrappy? Oh, and see, and then that happens. So, I mean, it happens to the best of us. What can I say? Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad to see that there's such an active pinball community on Twitch. A lot of folks that I like to watch have very nice setups and are fortunate to have their own machines in their house, and that is a goal someday. So if and when I move, oh my god, why was that so fast? And y'all watch me in the future, that might be where this stream ends up going. Because that's definitely a goal. There's also somebody, I don't think he's like really in the pinball community on Twitch yet. I don't know how much he does Twitch, but I see him a lot on he's somebody I went to school with. And he's trying to do this like $10 challenge where he starts with $10 and then he like flips it up, almost like you do with like the Pokemon cards, like trade, trade, trade. And he's building his way up to getting it, like I think it's either a $7,000 or a $10,000 pinball machine. And so that's been really fun to watch. But mostly it looks like he's been buying and selling different gaming, like classic games. I think his account is called 816 Retro, but really good dude in the heartland of the country. So I don't know how many pinball arcades exist in like places like Kansas City, but I'm glad to see that someone I went to school with is also very interested in the hobby. To the point where they're looking to, yeah, have one in your house.
Said the original Space Cadet pinball on Windows was my favorite. I wish
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, speaking of people I went to school with, Fear and Loathing. We were talking about Space Cadet earlier, but I couldn't think of the name. I knew it was something to do with like Cosmic. But which version of Windows?
Fear and Loathing. Said it was last on XP.
Oh, XP, okay. Yeah. That's the funny thing, when I tell people digital pinball, that's usually the response I get is Space Cadet. So I think that is everybody's like main entry. I mean, and it makes sense. Because it was mine also. It was like Age of Empires and Minecraft. Not Minecraft, oh my god. Minesweeper. Minesweeper. Oh, other games. What other games came on classic like Windows? I had Windows 98 and then Millennium Edition. Did it come with pool? I don't think so.
Said Solitaire.
Solitaire, yes. Lots of Solitaire.
10 million.
Amiga Cami. Said my mum's favorite game.
It's funny because out of all the PC games that exist, I guess there just weren't as many PC games back
Said I looked
then.
it up when I was thinking about now, and it looks like there is a version that might work. I am trying to.
There are versions that exist in browsers. I think I've played it in a browser.
10 million.
There was also, oh man, I want to stream this actually sometime. I could probably even do it this stream. There's this paint game, and every different, it basically just looks like Microsoft Paint, but like the kiddie version of it. But anytime you use like the paint bucket or you copy something, it makes like really silly sound effects. I can't think of the name of it right now. But it was probably something that everybody grew up with on the school computers. And it was so fun. And I just want to stream and draw. Like, I don't even care about what I draw. It's just the sound design that made that paint game so much fun. But yeah, it's the same with pinball. Some of these games, like Double Riders, like it's like sarcastic. Oh my god, I forgot about Carmen Sandiego.
Said something Will I didn't know they do there is
But wait.
Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Fear and loathing. Said Oregon.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I was reading chat. That's my bad.
Said wild.
Competitive Microsoft Excel? No, I wouldn't want to be good at that. I'll pass. It's funny, that's like the only, like all esports died except for Microsoft Excel. It's like, guys, sorry, Overwatch 2, not gonna happen. We're moving towards Microsoft Excel because that's where the money is. That's what people want to see. But is there really, like, are people sitting in a room doing that, or is it completely online? I don't know if I believe you that Microsoft Excel is an esport. Okay, Time Machine. I love Carmen Sandiego too.
San Diego. A couple of years back, I got the coolest gift, a handheld Carmen Sandiego game shaped like a little Apple computer. Sarvix. Said it's on stage. Perfectly fine, okay. Said it's real. Sarvix. Said like full on esports, it's mind-boggling.
Okay, I have to look this up. Cammy, that's awesome about Carmen Sandiego. One, I love the Carmen Sandiego show. That show is really, really fun. Maybe it's the theme song. I don't know how much I actually love the show itself, but I love that theme song. And the game, was it on like a floppy disk? Like the big floppy disk, not the little compact ones?
Amiga Cammy. Said, oh, I never got to see the show.
Oh. Oh man. Had the theme song like, where in the world is? And then it go all deep like Carmen Sandiego. Look up the theme song. Like, just do it. I'll wait. No. Yeah, that show was fun. I don't know, was it on like PBS? I feel like it was something on like public television. Maybe it was just local to my neighborhood.
Amiga Cammy. Said yeah, well it came out for just about every computer at the time, so it was on big floppies, little floppies, CD and tape.
Oh. So the first computer I ever had was, I bought two because I was rolling when I was 5 years old. No, I was probably like 10 years old. And they had a school auction and they got rid of all the like Apple IIs and like the really old school computers that took floppy disk. And I bought one, I think, for $3. Ah, why? It's going really fast for some reason. There's some laggies happening. But yeah, it came, and sadly, it came with number munchers, not just word munchers. I really liked word munchers, but I got a handful of discs. I think I ended up getting other discs, but yes, Oregon Trail for sure. That was the whole reason for getting that.
Fear and loathing. Said okay, so I found how to get Space Cadet. It works on my Windows 11 machine. Amiga Cammy. Said my first computer was a hand-me-down Apple IIc from my mum's work.
That's amazing. I mean, that's the best place to start. Yeah, I just, the sound effects and like the booting screen, there's so many things that I loved about those machines. Come on, kickback. Look how fast that was. I didn't even have time to think. Rigged.
Said yeah, it was a great way to get into computers.
Yeah, it was great. That was my favorite part about like kindergarten. Was like going to school and like, what? I get to play on computers? Like having our little computer lab time. It's fun. Oops. Fear and Loathing, I love that you're spending so much time to get Space Cadet to work on your Windows 11 when you could literally go to Steam and download Zaccaria or FX or Pinball M. If you like spooky stuff, I recommend Pinball M. Or FX3 or Pinball Arcade. all of those listed. You should just download to your Steam library and free. Ooh, spooky. And just play the demos and see what you like. They're gonna be way, I mean, look, I know for the nostalgia factor though. Yeah, this spooky is pretty cool. Actually, probably my favorite version of spooky. Because they have the deluxe version, and it's pretty cool too, but it's a little busy. We'll try that one. The lighting on this and the, oh my god, the art.
Combo.
It's great.
Double combo.
And just like the rails. Very good pathing. My brain works in Pal World now. Everything is pathing. No! This one is the opposite of the last game. It goes very slow. Geek Gamer 35, welcome. Happy Friday. How are you tonight? I'm Twisted Dreamer. I am a variety streamer. Right now I am playing digital pinball on my @Games Legends with the Zaccaria Platinum Pack. But I do like to play other games. Woo!
Double jackpot.
But pinball will always have a special place in my heart, so you might see a lot more of this than other games if you follow me. And hopefully that's why you followed, so you're in luck. Woo! Oh man.
Super combo.
Super combo.
Super
Amiga
combo.
Cammy said, oh man, this is an awesome table for Halloween.
Yeah, it really is. There's some good Halloween tables.
Combo.
But Amiga, or Cammy, have you checked out Pinball M yet?
Double combo.
I think right now they only have 5 M for mature.
Combo.
They have Chucky,
Spinner special.
The Thing. Ah, man. Oh my gosh, what else do they have? Dead by Daylight, I think? I might be mistaken on that, but I think they have Dead by Daylight. And they recently just got System Shock.
Kickback is activated.
They have an updated version of Wrath of the Elder Gods. And I still feel like I'm missing one.
Said, no, not yet. I hardly ever play on my PC.
Oh, okay. I don't know. If you like spooky pinball for Halloween, I recommend Pinball M. It's much newer. I think it just came out a couple months ago. And the nice thing is the demos are very long, so you can get a full game in just playing the demos. I did a couple streams. They're on my YouTube channel. In the spirit of Halloween, I have a Pinball M stream if you want to see any gameplay without having to actually commit.
I've seen a couple of people reviewing them and streaming them. Oh cool, ILL, definitely get the demos at least.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not even about like, I mean, look, if you like it, get it. But I think it's always good to be able to try something. So I do love that most of these you have that option. That was the reason why I held off for so long, I think was that Zaccaria or Zaccaria. It's because I was just playing these on demos, but then I reached a point where, let's do this on Deluxe. We'll have to do the Farfalla on Deluxe also. I like Red Show. And Robot, oh man. I'm not a big fan of the Deluxe tables, but I'll play them. Why not?
Spooky Deluxe.
They're just a little busy. But the art is undeniably cool. These will be the closest thing that you have to FX3, I guess. You know what I don't like about them, not to come in straight out the gate with a critique, is a lot of, I don't like how busy the playfield is in the front. Like, it's not very open. And then I'm very bad with this little peg in the bottom. I don't know, maybe I just need more practice. But I did buy, like that, I should just wait. I did get, on my @Games Legends, I got the Magic Pixel Dr. Seuss tables. And they remind me of that, and I'm not the biggest fan. They're cool, but I don't know, it's like maybe it's the sound design. There's just something about it that I'm like that. I gotta wait. I think I just find them more difficult.
Combo.
So yeah, I'll play these a lot less. Like, I don't come to Zaccaria or Zaccaria. I need to correct it on what it really is for the deluxe tables. No. Oh, let's go. But I don't know, out of the three though, there's Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Cat in the Hat, and Fox and Socks. I do like for Christmas time, The Grinch. I'm slowly getting better. I think that's what it is. I'm biased because I'm bad at them. I could never really make a leaderboard.
A small task indeed. But it
Yeah, if I was wanting to get somebody else into pinball who's never played, I might show them something like this. They might, you know. Ah! I will say I do like this art. Because it's not a DMD anymore. It's like a, almost like bit LCD style screen. So that is cool. That's probably the only thing I like in the upgrade. They're very pretty. So since you have a Star Wars table, is there any specific Star Wars that you like the most? Because I have, what, there's like at least 20 different to choose from. And I don't know how many the arcade one-up came with. Was it more than 10? Or do they just stick to like 8? Either way, it's a lot. It's a lot of options. Boba Fett. Okay, awesome. That is a good one. Just 10. I feel like that's still a pretty good amount. Yeah, I did bad. See what I mean? These ones are, they're just a little busy. Oh, cool. Yeah, I want to get, I haven't gotten the Mandalorian on FX, but they were running a special, and I'm like, maybe I should get it. I have all of them on FX3 though. Did I do Robot Deluxe? Not yet. We're gonna do this now. Oh, you know what I didn't turn on? Oh my god, no lights. I have Govee lights that I have on the back of my machine that lights up the wall. I like to play them during movies too. We're gonna turn these on.
Amiga Cami said, sadly, Mandalorian ISNT available for the Android version that runs on the A1 ups.
Oh no! Oh, that's a bummer. Well, at least you have Boba Fett. I mean, I haven't been playing it. Look how busy this is. Oh my god. I like the Solo. Did they have Solo?
I hardly ever play them, to be honest, since I got my Stern Star Wars Comic Edition home pin.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I am very jealous. So just more of a collector novelty thing at this point then? Because yeah, nothing really can compare.
Amiga Cami said, I installed Solo on it, but haven't played it much yet.
It's funny. So what I like about Solo is there's this music that plays. And it's very whimsical. It's anytime you drain a ball, it always like da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Like, I don't know. But it was driving me crazy like an earworm because I knew I'd heard it somewhere, but I didn't know where. And like for days I was going crazy. And then I played Mario Party on the Switch. And when you go down the tunnel whenever you're starting a new game, it's the exact, legit, exact same sequence. Like it's the same song. And I'm like, oh my god, there it is. It's Mario Party. So I'm probably biased in liking that because it's just, I like the music. Once again, I'm playing it for the soundtrack. But yeah, I can't tell you how long that drove me crazy. It's like if you ever hear something, you're like, wait, I know that I know this, but it's like almost a past life version of yourself that experienced that thing. Ah! No. Okay, I think that was it for robot. Oh no, I'm on ball too. I gotta pay more attention. I think we're gonna do Red Show after this, and then I might call it on Zaccaria. I'm saying it like tomato tomato. I don't know. And yeah, I think I might go out and do the real thing. We'll see. If it's raining, it is pretty cold out right now. That or I could play some pool in the game lounge. Pool is a good time. We have the wireless mics, so yeah, I'll set up and do a pool stream very soon. It shouldn't be too hard. We'll probably just do it straight from like Streamlabs on the phone.
Amiga Cami said pool is good, but you really need someone else to have fun with it.
Yeah, I'll probably play with Swirls. Swirlatar. We like to play together. And yeah, I can't. It's rare that I'm able to play by myself. I streamed it once and I did go down by myself. And then somebody like living in, you know, a community building, somebody stopped by and was like, hey, can I play? And I was like, sure. So I played with a total stranger. That was interesting. I mean, I did learn something new that day. Something I've never done is every time somebody made a shot, you like tap twice on the table. It was like a good luck thing. Like, nice shot, good luck. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, it is always fun to play with other people. Unless they're really good at it. I don't want to play with somebody who's too good.
Amiga Cami.
I like playing with Swirls because it's the only thing I can beat him at. He's so good at all these games. But pool, I will always win. Well, maybe not always, but yeah, I get lucky shots. Yeah, it's about dinner time though. Oh, it's later than that now, isn't it? Yeah, it's like we into the dinner hour. So I'll probably get some food. But this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed everybody new who's come by tonight. I appreciate all of you just like chilling with me and talking to me. It's definitely made this more entertaining, and it's part of the reason why I do like to stream is, I mean, if you like to lurk, I love lurkers. That's totally cool with me also, because I too enjoy just kind of having something up in the background. But it's fun. It makes it more fun for me to be interactive while I stream. This reminds me too of that little gear in Grinch. They have like, it's very, very similar with all these like playfields and like, oh my god, can we count how many flippers we have right now?
Said I only come to Twitch for the socialization really.
That's good. That's a great reason to come to Twitch. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably missing one. 8, 9. Okay, this doesn't have the most flippers, but it's got 9 flippers. Like, that's way too many. It's just way too many. Yeah. Okay. Back to the main menu. Let's see if there's any that we missed.
Said, yeah, that's crazy. I don't think they would have room under the playfield for all the solenoids and stuff needed for all those flippers.
Yeah, no way. I like Zaccaria a lot too, and I like Red Show. It's funny, I might like Strike or Pool Champion. I don't know. Let's just check this out. I don't know if I've played, I don't even know if I've played these.
Are you
Oh my god,
the
it's
new
really
emperor?
busy. It actually, the artwork looks similar to the retro version. It's just so busy though. Look at these rails. Wow. Also, how many flippers do we have here? We have 1, 2,
Shot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it just 7? I feel like I'm missing some. Yeah, this one, and it's got that upper play field. It's just really, really
Hit the
busy.
flashing
Oh, look.
spot target.
Oh my god.
Hit all
It's like a
targets
pool
for
table.
10 extra seconds.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Because you get the sound effect.
1 million.
Look how big that ball is. Oh my god, the cue ball is huge. This is stupid.
Fear and loathing. Said pinball inside of pinball.
Yes, that's very popular. There's a lot of like mini play field.
So meta.
It is very meta, isn't it? Kick back. Where are you putting that? Oh, up here.
Targets.
I've never played this. I would remember if I did something this ridiculous. The dumbest thing I've ever done, and I like kind of love it. It's like a giant beach ball at a concert. That's what I feel like's happening right now.
2 million.
Just use one flipper. Right flipper only. What? Oh, there's little kicks on the bottom. Look at that. Do I even have to do anything? It's just doing it on its own. No hands. See how far this goes. Oh, it's still going. Oh, oh, no. Oh, oh. Wild. That's where I would nudge like crazy. This one's not bad because the center of the playfield is a little bit more open. And then I like the ramps to get to the upper playfield. It's not like too crazy.
Spinner bonus.
So this is probably one of my more
Free shot.
preferred deluxe tables, I guess. Wait, what happened? Kickback? What do we have? I totally missed what just happened. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay.
Bonus times 2.
Ah! I'm just trying to do these outer loops. I can tell I'm starting to care more because I'm like not pleased if I lose the ball. Whereas before I'm like, it's fine. I get more competitive with the more advanced tables. Oh my god, bro,
Free shot.
thanks. I didn't deserve it though.
Spinner bonus.
No! Okay, we threw it away. Is that it? Oh my god, there's more. But wait, there's more. Yeah, I think this might have to be my last one, only because I'm very, very hungry. So, normally I'd play another clip and then come right back, but I think we've been live for a little while, for 3.5 hours. That's way longer than I was planning. That's what happens with pinball.
Spot bonus.
It's one of those games that I just get very invested into. Yeah. Platinum pack, hours of fun. So next time I play, I will be playing FX. And there's quite a few Williams tables that I like, so we'll probably stick with those.
Spot bonus.
But, you know, I'm gonna try to break my score on Terraforming Mars and some of the newer tables that I have recently acquired. And yeah, will I be back for more Power World? Probably, maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll do some dungeon hopping again.
Shoot
But
again activated.
if you like more content, if you just like to lurk, go follow my YouTube. I've recently also started TikTok with just some shorts. I post shorts from time to time. But I do put some of my VODs, not all of them.
Red ball.
Usually pinball VODs though.
Hit the left
A lot of my
button,
pinball
then the left
VODs.
and right ramps.
So there are lots and lots of other game nights where I've played and I maybe was more focused. There's nights when I'm, you know, chat isn't as chatty and so I'm just focused. But tonight was a good combination.
Shoot again.
If you want to see some of those other videos where I play Pinball M, FX, FX3, and some of them I've gone so as far as like putting really good timestamp markers of the specific tables that I play throughout, so you can jump right to that section if there's a certain table you want to see. Tonight I played a lot of tables, so I don't think I will. We didn't just stick to like groups of, you know, 10 tables the whole stream. So this would take me a lot to mark up, but I don't know, maybe I could. We'll see.
2 million.
This surprisingly has lasted a lot longer than I thought. You really get your money's worth on the deluxe tables, huh?
What a shot.
I've never had a game this long even on like Dr. Seuss. I know they have some other packs too. I think it's Magic Pixel though. Ooh, that's it. And I would like to check out like the natural history pack and some of those tables that come native to at games. Maybe I should watch some streams or some videos of that. All right, we have done it. Oh yeah, that's my social, that's the only social I have. Here, let me throw my YouTube in there too. I should do better on that. It might be on my About Me section. I'm going to, let me grab it for you. Let me make sure it's correct. All my socials are the same.
Said enjoy your food. I am going to play some Helldivers 2 see ya.
Is it at Twisted Dreamer? Hang on. Yeah, it's this. I believe that will take you there. And yes, thank you for hanging out, Fear and Loathing. Stick around for a minute, guys. I think we're gonna do a raid to another pinball streamer. I'd appreciate it. It always helps me grow my community. So let's give some love. We got a Wild Hobbit appears right at the tail of the stream. Wild Hobbit, welcome. I appreciate you. We just finished about 3.5 hours of playing some Zaccaria pinball, solid state, electromagnetic, and deluxe tables. A couple of remakes. But yeah, I'm gonna raid out. Hang for the raid though, and then I'll be back probably with more pinball or maybe Power World. Maybe Beat Saber. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? So yeah, let's see who we got. There are...
Get ready for the ride.
Gotta open this up and
Amigo
see.
Cammy said I am glad I met you. Thanks for the fun stream.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad, Cami, that you're here as well. You really made the night a lot of fun. Okay. So, Portal Walker's awesome on Beat Saber. Warfu doing some, wow, there's a lot of Beat Saber. Pinball Wiz is live, guys. What, is he playing pinball? That's the question in Balatro. Let me see. Everyone loves Pinball Wiz. He's not playing pinball though. He's playing what looks like some kind of poker game. So I'm gonna check out, just to keep it going with this, I'm gonna check out the pinball category. There's CJ Arcade, GameCube Central, Neo Pinball, Friday Thriller 2024. That's kind of fun. Hurry Up Pinball. Wow, there's a lot of people playing pinball. I love it. And people who play pinball also watch Helldivers. Let's do Jaws Launch Party. CJ Arcade. Going straight with the top.
You're a real devil, Rob.
Oops. Gotta type it, huh? We're gonna go right here. You guys are awesome. Thank you again for hanging out. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Friday. And I'll see you next time for more pinball streams. And who knows? If you want to know more, you can also join my Discord. All right, bye everybody.
Amiga Cami said take care and have a great weekend. See you next time.
Go! Careful.
Save to the game time bonus. You're a pinball wizard.
The aided raid. Happy Friday. Thank you, Twisted. You're the man. You're, for those of you just joining, you're jumping in on our Jaws launch party. We're playing Beat the Clock format, alternating classics and moderns until 10 p.m. Then at 10 p.m., the top 4 play one final game of Jaws. So stick around. We're playing some match play groups up until 10 p.m. and then we will have the final 4 on Jaws. Thanks for jumping in, guys.